Mic check, mic check. Hey Maria, can you mic check please?
Can you hear me?
Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Keep talking. Can you hear me? Testing. Want me to sing?
Please. I would love for
You'll
you.
go home.
I would love for you to sing. Danny,
My
Testing, I can't hear myself.
keep going.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, D green.
All right.
I didn't get my mic though.
Can we sweat from the morning
Testing, yeah.
to the evening time and then come back and do a rewind? Oh, can I work out with you, babe?
Testing.
I can get my muscles pumped up. Oh,
Testing,
my
testing.
muscles
Right.
pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? It's all I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? It's all I wanna do. All I wanna do. All I wanna do. Yeah. And two and breathe. One and two and breathe. One and two and breathe. One and two and breathe.
Yeah.
One and two and breathe. One and two and breathe.
Go ahead, Blue.
One and two and
Check 1, check 2,
There it is.
check
Can I
3,
work out?
check
Can I
4.
work out with you? Can I work out? Can I work out with
Go ahead,
you?
Danny.
Testing, what's up, y'all? D green.
Can I
Holla.
work out
Holla.
with you,
Okay.
babe?
Go ahead, Maria.
Maria.
Hilarious.
Just keeps going in and out.
Hang tight, guys.
Well, why don't you switch to these?
Because they were big.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. To the #1 show that you will hear anywhere in this country or any other continent in the world. You're listening to Out of the Blue, starring Blue Mitchell, Maria,
Hey, it's your girl Maria.
and your boy Danny Green. Out of the blue, y'all. Where anything might come out of our mouths, out of the blue.
A good opinion is everything.
Maria,
It's Maria.
and your boy Danny Green. This show will contain anything you may think you might not hear.
You know when you can't get back? Time.
Which means it's out of the blue.
Maria.
We'll say something that you may not even think we may not be thinking about.
Are you for real?
Pay attention, everybody. Understand.
Yeah.
That's why the show is called Out of the Blue.
Blue Mitchell.
A good opinion is everything.
Hello.
They said that out of the blue. We used to hear that phrase all the time. Man, that came out of the blue.
Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, you have just arrived on the same planet as I am on. It's called Out of the Blue. My name is Blue Mitchell. This is a Thursday, 6:30-ish. And we're about to get into some conversations and talk about some things that that's been on your mind and yours and your friends. But I'm here with my co-parts. Maria!
Hey, Blue.
What's up, baby? And ladies and gentlemen, the comedy extraordinaire, D Green.
D Green. Blue Mitchell, what's up, baby?
I'm here, baby. I'm swinging it. And
Hello, Maria. I want to make sure I sit back. I want to be well behaved this week.
See green.
D Green,
Then you know we got our man behind the board
man himself.
making us sound, wonderful. Getting
Shalom
us out
to
there to you.
Shalom to the people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nick, ladies and gentlemen, Jabbar.
Shabal.
So how'd y'all do this week? How y'all doing this week? Did y'all have fun? What was y'all Valentine's Day like?
Go ahead, See green.
No, I'm gonna let ladies go first.
Oh, yeah, ain't no doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, baby girl.
I had a good day.
What
At
happened?
work, dinner.
Who took you to dinner?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Who took you to dinner?
Me, myself, and I.
Oh, it was Galentine's.
Oh,
It
God.
That's
was.
the new thing called Galentine's.
Yes.
What's that mean?
It's you a gal spending time with gals or
girlfriend.
yourself.
I ain't had one of those. I had a Valentine's.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you do, D?
I went out to dinner.
Okay. Oh.
Where'd you go?
Okay. Chez La Marie's.
Where'd you take her?
How do you know I took her?
Oh.
Here we
okay.
go.
Here we go.
I'm just being
Okay,
150.
where'd you go?
You know what I'm saying? This is equal rights
Yeah.
and equal lefts.
Someone took me out to BJ's. Had a little nice
Okay.
dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot, BJ's got a nice happy hour.
Man, let me tell you something. BJ got a steak, though. God damn.
Oh, they got a serious
man.
thing.
Ain't
Which-
nothing like a steak, brother.
and man, which one did you get?
Valentine's
An in cut, ribeye?
I got that, I got the ribeye cut. Medium well. More than well in cut. I don't like it, no blood. Mashed potatoes.
You like yours fully cooked?
Well, I don't want it fully cooked, but I just don't want it fully bleeding. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want a burger steak?
Yeah, I want a burger. I want a McDonald's cheeseburger.
I just learned about a cut called the cowboy cut,
Ooh, I ain't never heard of that.
I like that
and
one.
it's like smaller than a tomahawk, and I mean it looked like bam, big old steak. I mean it's cut, it's juicy, the bones right in there,
Hold
man.
up. Did you ask Maria? Did she know what Bam Bam is?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
I don't know.
See?
What that
you don't
is.
know Bam Bam the Flintstones?
Why would you just assume? Oh, I
See?
thought he was talking about the cut.
See?
I know Bam Bam Flintstones.
See, she's about
I
to
said
get on my
Bam
case.
Bam.
See y'all? She's about to get on my case. Why you just assume?
my
And
bad.
I
I mean, I
was trying
thought
to
that
be
was
a
a
gentleman.
certain type of
No.
cut.
No, the cut was the cowboy cut.
Yeah, but when you say Bam Bam, a lot of people don't
I know a cowboy cut, and I know Bam Bam Flintstones. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been somewhere and seen some things.
Yeah.
A few things.
How old was Bam Bam?
Oh.
Like 2.
No, man, Bam Bam wasn't 2.
How old was he?
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
Bam Bam never got old.
I was staying tuned for that age. I don't, man, you did know how old he was.
No, you never knew, but just Bam Bam.
Gee.
The Flintstones actually was a great cartoon.
I know it was. Man,
That was
look how
one
long
of my
it went.
favorites.
Look how long it went, man. I mean, it went a long time.
Man.
So what did you have for dinner?
What did I have? Shrimp pasta.
Shoot,
Shrimp
what?
pie. Where'd you go to
Shrimp
eat?
pasta.
Where'd you
I
go to
thought you
eat?
said shrimp pasta.
St. Felix.
Oh,
They have
what?
this really
St.
good
Felix, where's that
spicy
at?
shrimp
And you went by
pasta.
yourself.
I said girlfriend. You just said who took
Valentine's.
you?
I
Me,
said,
myself,
it's
and
either
I. Like
girls
I.
or
Oh,
yourself.
oh,
Yeah.
so you went with
So I
other
went with
women?
a friend, a friend, female friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all, none of y'all had nobody?
Oh.
I mean, no,
Do
we do
you
not.
hear
No,
me?
we're single.
No. I'm not. I'm gonna be well behaved. I'm gonna be well behaved this week, ladies and gentlemen. And all I'm saying is, a lot of women say they single in L.A. They not single. They just for that day the dude ain't available.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but they got the they got the side dude or they the side chick. So I'm not saying you are. I'm just wondering, like, are you single, or you single for the day?
No, I'm really single.
Okay.
Now, if you got a dude,
I'll have to keep that in mind.
but you can't see him on the holidays, you don't have a dude.
Right.
Like if Valentine's Day, you can't see him.
you right.
New Year's Eve, you can't see him. Christmas Day, you can't see
No,
him.
Christmas Day is the sneaky day. No, I can't. I don't want to
Okay.
put the game out there because
Okay.
I'm throwing the game out
Oh,
there. I
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I can't say
Hey,
how.
man.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But you know, Christmas is
A
the day.
sneaky day.
Well, because sneaky, you. Nah, man, I can't have the dudes mad at me in the world for giving up.
I mean,
game.
you don't think Santa Claus was just delivering all them packages just to kids?
Yeah.
Oh, he had a lot of hoes on the side. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Santa was.
Oh.
Santa
Oh,
was
yeah.
a mine.
Yeah.
But it's something else. But
But
anyway.
it ain't easy when you go ho, ho, ho.
But if you don't see a woman on, here's the day. This is how you know you're single,
What?
or you the side chick,
Okay.
and you say you got a man.
Okay.
If you don't see him Thanksgiving,
Ooh.
everybody got to eat together.
Yeah.
If you don't see him Christmas,
Well, see, Thanksgiving, if you can't cook, he might not go. He might go somewhere else to get
if you
something.
got nah, every woman, most women, cause I don't want to be, love to cook
Okay.
on Thanksgiving.
All right.
You know what I mean? I've seen some of the biggest hoes in the kitchen burning up some turkey.
Yes.
I'm serious. I'm really.
Like, yeah.
When it comes down to cooking, they want to go ahead and cook.
They want to.
But why it gotta be a hoe just because they in
'Cause
the
I-
kitchen?
Oh,
with
no,
women?
Because I'm emphasizing what
they
they
was-
were.
No.
I'm not saying. See, I'm
No.
not calling
Not
women
just women,
hoes.
but you just said the biggest hoes couldn't just be women.
Right. Which,
Oh yeah, Hiawatha.
Okay.
That one. Not regular.
Go ahead.
Ho.
I'm holding back today. I'm
saying.
behaving. Okay. Nick, you can see I'm behaving. So anyway, if you don't see him on Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Okay.
New Year's especially, because they always say New Year's,
You're
how
supposed
you
to
bring it
bring
in.
who you
Yeah,
wanna be
yep.
with for the new year.
Exactly. And then the last two,
What up?
which is really interesting.
Go ahead.
Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day
Okay.
and Easter.
Easter.
Easter. I
You
don't know
got-
about that.
Okay, tell me about. Okay, that'd be a good question. Go ahead, Blue.
Well, I don't know about the Easter part because it depends on your religion.
When I was dating, Easter
You know,
was
if
never
you
about
don't
being with
celebrate
somebody.
Easter, like, and if you are Jehovah's Witness and you don't celebrate Christmas, like, you know,
So you saying, but what happened if you? So you
and
saying
you
if you're
don't
mate?
celebrate birthdays,
So you
like,
saying? Ooh, I had a friend of mine. I won't say her name, obviously. On Valentine's Day, said, I asked her what was going on, and then she talked about the dude talked about he don't celebrate that day. I was like, you
Oh,
the side chick.
One of those.
Yeah, you the side chick.
I don't celebrate
He might
that
not.
day.
You don't
I
have
mean,
to
look, when I was young and tender, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I
that,
used
like
to.
that steak you had.
Yeah, let me try to tell you. When I was young and tender, I used to break up just before those holidays. Oh yeah, let me see what I tell you. I started an argument, break up,
Just to get through it.
hey, to get through it because I had too many places I had to be. So
Yeah.
Let's not be nowhere.
Yeah. Hey, but you know,
Let's not be
but you know,
nowhere.
but you know,
You know what I'm
women,
saying? And all of them could call me and
Yeah.
know that I was at home.
right?
Like, cause that was the way they
You
made.
just told all of them you didn't celebrate.
No. I didn't want to celebrate. I get in an argument with
With
them.
all of them.
Oh.
And then I'll be at home. And they all calling, but they know I ain't going nowhere else because I'm at home.
Blue,
that
man,
was the way
that's
I
pimp.
stayed out of the game.
Yeah, but you know, women do it too.
And then we get back together
Yeah.
after Christmas.
Yeah, but
Well,
you know,
after two or 3 days after New Year.
yeah, you gotta wait till New Year.
Yeah, you got to wait till New Year. Can't go straight right
That's
there.
a whole lot of energy.
It was a whole lot of energy.
Way
That's
too
why I
much
said,
energy.
dating more than one woman, or dating one woman is a job, but dating more than one woman, Lord have mercy. Look, I tell you the truth. If I
too
could get a
much.
pension plan for all the women I used to date, hey, look, I've never had to work another day in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, ain't no sense me lying to everybody telling the truth.
But you know, women do it too.
Oh no,
Women
do it the best.
Women break up
The
with
best.
you, especially in California.
The
Women
best.
break up with you after Valentine's Day. In
Oh,
Cali-
yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
a California thing?
Yeah, because then because you know
She's
what?
trying to tell you they do it in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, okay. Because in March, because here come March.
Okay.
Here come April.
Okay.
The weather's getting nicer, and like women in LA don't look for a man. They don't get lonely until about middle of October.
Really?
Yeah.
But- and, you know-
but about middle of October, they say, you know what?
'Cause it's
shit.
cold outside.
Yeah, no, not cold. Because the holidays are coming. Little
Well,
time.
but the holidays, but it's cold. People always want to warm up to, have somebody to
Yeah,
cuddle with during
exactly.
the winter. In the summer, they want to be free.
Yep.
You know what
So
I'm
the
saying?
older we get, no one grows out of that?
Nope. You think I'm lying? Go to every jazz
These days,
festival.
it
Go
seem
to
like
every
it's getting
jazz
worse.
festival this summer.
Oh my God.
Am I right, Nick? You go to every jazz
Man.
festival, and you're gonna have all the old head women
Oh,
on,
my God.
on the blanket acting all cute.
Oh.
Maybe they're just like that all year. Maybe.
No.
Maybe they're not.
They don't even come
Maybe
outside.
they're not, Maria.
Hibernation is for
I mean-
women during the winter.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you.
they straight find a man during the winter. Cause they don't feel like going out. It's cold. They stack their money up. They going to the gym, working out, getting
Go
their body
to the-
ready
yeah.
for summer, and then
And then start all over.
get ready to
again.
get your papers.
way too much energy.
Look, you either gonna get your papers or get them.
Are you gonna what? Get your papers
You
or
either
what?
gonna get your papers, your pink slip, or you gonna get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what? Go to the Playboy Jazz Festival. Go to the festival out there
I
in
heard that was nice.
just go out there. Go out to the one in San Dimas. You gonna see all the single women,
Ooh, that's Sam Damon's.
40, 40 and older, sitting there on the
You ain't
blanket.
even got to go there for the Long Beach Jazz Festival.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
swollen. Wait a minute, the Playboy Jazz Festival.
Yeah,
Oh my God, ain't no sense me lying to everybody telling the truth.
ain't no lying.
Woo,
Hey,
it'll be swollen.
they be single. You think I'm lying? Go in there. But come October, all of a sudden everybody, they getting friendly. Because it's time to get a gift, and little Tommy needs daddy for the holidays.
I'm trying to tell you.
Little daddy.
We haven't people been talking about Prince, and we always talk about the music, we talk about the movies, we talk about all the stuff that had to do with just his talent.
Right.
But most people don't talk about my man's big heart,
Who's that?
Prince.
Oh.
I was reading something the other day about how my man just gave from his heart, and didn't nobody even need to know about it.
Yeah.
Like he funded Spike Lee's movie, She Gotta Have It, and that was one of his first movies.
That was the movie, though.
He financially supported Lauryn Hill's children while she was in jail.
Wow.
He covered the funeral for Trayvon Martin.
Wow.
Like, we talk about all the things that, music-wise, his just great talent, but people don't know about how big this dude heart is.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've heard so many other people speak about politically. My man used to fund a lot of things politically on the, let's just say on the low,
Right.
without anybody knowing.
Well,
But my man was there.
Well, you know what I heard? I heard that he would help people, but he would tell people, do not tell anybody.
Yeah.
So that was his whole. And
That was his whole thing.
You know what? I've never helped nobody at that amount of that large. But what I do a lot, and I'm only gonna say it because we're talking about it. I give people, like homeless people, food or money sometime, and if it's $1 or something, and I do it without. I've been seeing people lately. I'm saying this because I've been seeing people lately on social media.
Posting it, talking
Taking
about
pictures,
it.
right? Taking pictures and then giving the person.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
kinda
really,
crazy.
if you really, and I'm talking about even some big name dudes. It's like they have like a stack of ones in their hands or money, and you want it. I'm like, why would you have a camera if you're really doing it from the heart? You don't need to let nobody know what you're doing. Just do it.
Right.
And I think that's what Prince did, right?
I mean, that's exactly what he did. The part that tripped me out about people who like go out there and to put it virally put it out there.
Right.
They really doing it from this expectation of look at me. It's
Well, I feel like
not that they trying to
You
help.
don't even have to be on a Prince level. I feel like there are so many people who are doing good things out there. And have you ever been to a funeral and there are these
No,
people
I
that
don't.
tell all these
I ain't
stories
never been
about
to a
someone at the funeral
Mhm.
and you're like, they did that?
Say it
And you're
again? They what?
Have you ever been to a funeral where there's different people who may speak about that person who
Oh,
passed away and
yeah.
they just have a lot of good things to say about them, about different things they've done, and you're like, you didn't even know they were doing
Yeah.
those
Some of the
good
last.
deeds.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I
Yeah.
tell people all the time, I'm working on my obituary. I want them to be like, man, I didn't know he cured cancer.
Oh my God.
I'm not working on mine, Blue. But I've been to some funerals like that. But
everything you-
unfortunately,
Everything you're doing is working on your obituary.
yeah, but I'm not writing it like you are.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave it to somebody. Maybe if I'm near the end and I feel it, I might say, you know what, put this line in there. But I'm not gonna do what you're doing right now. Fully healthy. Talk about. Look at
D go have a documentary.
yeah. Play the tape, y'all. I mean, I'll be in my coffin like this. I just wake up. Push play, niggas.
Oh my God.
I've been to a couple funerals though, Maria, and but I will say this: they wasn't talking about. You ever been to a funeral where they really don't have much to say? Like I've been to one where.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, but I've been to some where none of the kids got up and said anything. Like nobody said nothing.
Because
like
if they'd have said something, it would have been too much.
yeah,
Too much. I
went to a 2-minute funeral one time.
I got it.
You what?
I went to a 2-minute funeral one time.
Stop.
I'm serious. It was everybody load up big 400 or 500 people in there. Next thing I know, everybody good? Yeah. He ain't gonna be here no much longer. God bless him. Okay, close the casket. Let's go. It was 2 minutes, man.
Man, I went to
Nothing
this.
nice to say about the dude.
I went to this funeral, man.
Well, why go?
Cause you gotta show respect though.
No. If you have nothing nice to say.
Actually, no. You go to the funeral. You ain't always talking. I mean, Not everybody gets to talk. Not all 400 people get in line and get
Not
to
all
talk.
400, but you were like 2 minutes and nobody wanted to talk.
I went to a funeral a couple years ago. They got mad at me too. I went to Ricky Harris's funeral when the fight broke out.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, the Crips and them was mad at me. Because they was like because I told them, I said, man, I was joking, but I said I ain't going to Long Beach no more. Them mothers was down there fighting and banging, I was like, I can't do that. But it was all a joke. But it was a shame though, because Ricky Harris was Ricky Harris was a good dude. And do you know I was one of the first people to hear Gin and Juice
Oh, wow.
on everything. He came to the
Now,
Comedy Act Theater.
what was the sound? How different was the sound when they were pouring it? Like you heard the gin go in, then you heard the juice.
Ladies, opening up for the Flintstones, this nigga here.
I'm just asking. He said, I was one of the first people to hear. You talking about?
I was one of the first people to hear the song.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Ricky Harris came to the Comedy Act Theater one night.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't packed. He said, yo, man, I want you to, hey, man, yo, check this out, man. Took me in the car. You know it was a long time ago. We put the cassette in.
Hilarious.
And I heard it, man, and I was like, damn, this, But I still didn't know who Snoop was. You know what I mean?
You didn't know who Snoop was?
No, I still didn't know who he was.
Thank you.
I went to a funeral, and the minister was doing the eulogy,
Okay.
and he was talking about the man, and the ex-wife was sitting in front of me,
Right?
and every comment he made, he was like, "Oh, and he was a good father."
Right.
Shit. I was in the back behind her dying. He was like, "Oh, and he provided for his children. When?"
Saying that under her breath.
She was like, "When?"
Oh,
He
God.
probably said, which ones? My family or the other family?
I'm serious. This is the ex-wife was sitting in front of me. I didn't realize it was ex-wife until my friend said, "That's his ex-wife."
Oh, my God.
And everything they said, yeah. And my man, he did everything he could to provide. You can tell another lie. That's a lie. You can tell everything you're telling is lies. And she
That's
just
horrible.
right there. I was like, I hear her. I know she ain't muffled. I know everybody else in the church heard it.
And you know what funerals are crazy though?
What?
The ones you go to where the person didn't have a church home.
Oh.
So the
That was
pastor-
like everybody in
and
my
the
family.
pastor don't know him.
So the pastor don't know him, and the
Nope.
pastor's preaching out the Bible like
Right.
it's a sermon.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what about this nigga in the coffin? Oh, yeah, we gonna get to him, but we just right now what we're gonna do is say we're gonna turn to the book of John and find out. I mean, everything, man.
The part that kills me is they feel that this is the time that they are going to get. This is probably the only time they're ever going to get this many people that they can speak to.
Right.
So they go hard in the paint and give this long eulogy minister like it's Sunday.
Right.
And that part drives me nuts.
I don't like long.
That's every black
I
funeral.
don't think.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah,
Well, most.
I don't think funerals should be real long.
How long you think they should be, D Green?
How long did it take you to be born? How long your mom was in labor? That's how long the funeral should be. If you on the day you in there in the hospital and the doctor says open your legs, how long it took you to get out? If it's 10 to 15 minutes, that's how long your funeral should be.
Okay, that sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but think about it. It took you 15 minutes to get in the world. It's gonna take you 15 minutes to go ahead and preach out.
What if labor was 36 hours?
Well, it's a club.
Okay. All right. So did y'all see this in the news? So Dwyane Wade has accepted his son for being who he is. So the son wanted last week we talked about the son wanted to change his name to Zaya. Bootsy blasted Dwyane.
Boozy, yeah.
Yeah, Bootsy.
You said Bootsy.
I did say Bootsy.
Don't say Bootsy because then you want to.
Yeah, my bad, dog.
You going to the old heads people, man.
He blasted Dwyane and
Right.
said that he's going too far, completely too far. Well, actually, he misunderstood. He was just changing his name. He made him.
Right.
He put it out there like Dwyane was saying. We're gonna cut his man's part.
Oh, he was ridiculous.
Oh no,
He
Bootsy went. Don't do that, man. Don't take
Crazy.
the penis. Oh man, don't do. You tripping? Like Dwyane never said that.
Yeah. But that's okay. But Oh, you want to go first, Maria?
No, you go ahead, D Green.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally, women want to talk about.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's why I
thank
figured
you.
I
Go ahead,
wanted. Yeah.
Go on, D.
Yeah, I got to talk about the dick first. All of a sudden, right? You know what I mean? I was trying to pass it on to her. No, this is what happened. Exactly what happened? What you said.
Yeah.
I think. See, here's the problem. We talked about this the other day.
Okay.
It's not the fact that these rappers or these people can't speak for people or be like a voice.
Okay.
It's just that in some cases, intelligently, they don't do it. I think what he was saying, not that he wasn't being intelligent, but his language. I think what he was saying.
He was not being intelligent.
No, listen to what he was saying though. He was saying this. Okay, you can change your name, but don't change your sex just yet because you might get older and find out that was just something. It was a fad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you notice on the internet, if anybody's seen it, there have been some men and women that have wanted to go back and change their sexuality after changing it. They want to go back to it. I saw it on social media.
But it wasn't his place to say that. It was not.
No,
It's none of his
But
business.
it's not. But can I ask you a question?
He
Let me-
can have his opinion,
But let me
but
ask
you
you a
don't
question.
need to announce it to the world.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm not agreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm asking anybody. Anybody
Go ahead,
here.
dog.
Do you have a problem, or is there a problem once you put it on social media for someone to comment about it? Because obviously, once you put it out there, you want someone to know. So everybody's gonna have an opinion. I just want to know, what do you guys feel about
You
that?
can have an opinion, but you can be respectful. He was off the chain disrespectful.
Huh.
I
Yep.
mean, he first of all, he was talking about knowing where the kid's next meal is, and that's what he needs to be worried about. I have more.
Oh.
But he was. I just thought and it was the way he was talking, and it was just.
So was
here.
it how he was talking or the message? Because
It was all of it. I felt like at the end of the day, if he felt like Dwyane Wade should not support his child to make that transition,
he didn't say that.
yes, he did. He was
No,
like,
he-
"You should not allow
he was
him
talking
to do
about-
that. He's only, however old the
No,
kid
Marie,
is."
you gotta
Because
be-
he
you gotta
was
be- you gotta be
emphasizing-
fair. You gotta
he
be
was
fair.
putting emphasis on.
The
He
se-
thought
Right.
he was going to
The change.
cut and
They have
do the
sex,
full
yeah,
sex change.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's
if
why it
he
didn't
didn't
make
know
any
that,
sense.
why did he say it? Like-
That's the reason why everybody's tripping.
Right.
Because that conversation never came up. It was the changing of
He
the name.
took it there.
He took it there.
Well, he did what a lot of people do on social media. They read the headline, and instead of reading the story, they want to start going ahead and comment.
Look, let me tell you something. Are you protecting your child? Are you protecting your child just as much and as letting them be themselves? But are you protecting them if you stop them from, well, basically say, I don't believe that you're old enough to make a decision like this yet. You could do, not the understanding of you can do whatever you want to do once you're not under my house. No. Once you get to an age of 18 and you can make, and you've lived somewhat of a life, you can make a decision. It's to me, it's like this. Some parents will say, well, you can't have a tattoo. You can get your tattoo once you turn 18.
Right.
Only because I don't want you to make the mistake, and when you get to 18 or 21, be like, why did I get this?
Yes.
So aren't you doing the same thing if you're protecting your child from not making those kind of mistakes?
Yeah.
By
I think it
by
depends.
holding back. I'm not saying that you don't believe that that's what you are. I'm just saying that I just think that, well, you need to live a little bit more.
Well, what are we talking about? Actually having the surgery, or his
Well, first of all,
child
the surgery is
walking
a
around
conversation.
admitting being transgender?
That was
Which
a
part are you talking
conversation that wasn't a
about?
conversation.
Okay, but so what
we're
part are we
talking about the understanding of, like,
when your child says I'm transgender and that's what I want to identify with at any age before 18.
Okay.
You feel as a parent that we
Okay,
should say no, let's wait until you're 18,
No,
or you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out.
Can I
There
ask
should
you
be
a
no.
question?
There should
Can I
be
ask
no.
you a question?
Go ahead.
So my parents, I tell my parents, hey, and this is no different because you grew up in the hood. This was a part of your life.
Okay.
Dad, I am completely into this. These are my friends. This is my family. I believe that I'm a blood.
Okay.
I want to gang bang,
Okay.
and I want to gang bang to the fullest.
Okay.
So this is in my heart.
Okay.
This is how I feel,
Right.
and I'm ready to go represent.
That's what
Can
we're
I do that?
comparing
Yeah,
it
you can
to?
do it, but you can do it, but not
Why
under
can
my
I
roof.
no, why can I not compare it to that? It's still the same understanding of a decision. If I feel like I'm a gangbanger, if I feel like when I'm out there with my friends, I feel the best as a blood. I feel the best as throwing up my set. This is how I feel good.
But you
I
just
don't
said,
feel
but
How
like
different
that
is that?
at all
it's
a good
different. Let me say,
comparison.
it's,
How is it not a good comparison? Because you know what the comparison
What?
is? I'm not old enough to make that decision.
no. Here's the deal.
I'm not. I haven't lived enough
Yeah.
to know when I go out there and I get really into what gangs is about.
No, here's the.
Yeah, gangs are out
But that
hurting
argument is
people and
something
doing
totally
bad things. That is
detrimental.
not someone deciding that I am not what I look like on the outside to everyone else. I
Here's
just
the-
feel like those are two different things when it
But
comes
how
to your
can
kids.
you?
But
You don't know you haven't lived long enough to know what a man what a man nor a girl feel
so
like.
But here's
I
the difference,
disagree.
though.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
like it depends on what your belief is. Some people believe that you are born a certain way.
But you haven't lived
No,
long
but
enough
you're
to
not- but
have
you're
a
not-
belief.
But you're
What
not
do you
answering.
mean?
No,
Wait.
No,
Okay,
people
here's-
know
hold
it
on,
and
hold
feel
on.
it inside. They know that that's who
Can
they
I-
are.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, dog.
Can I ask a question? I have a little trouble with this. How is that a belief?
It's not a belief.
you-
What?
What you are, like what you are, what you are.
You are what you
if
are.
you
How is that a belief?
if you
You're
paint feathers on yourself and you're
Take
not gonna
belief
be a-
out of it. If you feel that you are a certain way,
I feel
that's
like
what you
I
feel.
feel like
See,
I'm a
here's-
blood.
you believe that
But
you
I feel like
are.
I'm a
My-
killer.
if you feel like you're a bird
I felt
and
like
you
not
and
to
you
do
and you put feathers on your body, like we're not gonna pretend like that's the
Yeah.
case.
All I'm saying is,
So I'm having a little
No,
trouble.
no. Well,
all
Blue,
I'm
here's the-
saying
let
is,
me- let me go
I'm
to
not
the-
old enough to make the. I'm not. I haven't lived long. I haven't lived
Yeah.
long enough
Here's the
to
thing.
make a proper decision.
certain decisions,
Wait,
but
hold
I
on.
do believe there are certain
Hold on,
things
let me say
that
this
you
real
may
quick. Let me
know.
say this real quick. Here's the thing. I work with kids. First of all, and some of you guys have kids. Your mindset isn't developed at a certain age. That's the first thing. But what Blue is saying is, here's the two different things I think what Maria is saying about you. I would have you saying, if you come home to me, because you said what you said, everything you just said, like, this is my family.
And I compared it
Hold
to
on.
that. I compared
I'm-
it to
no,
that
no, no.
because that was the biggest thing in my neighborhood.
Okay, but let me say what I'm gonna say to you. If I'm your parent, I'm gonna tell you this: you gonna bang, then you don't live here because you're gonna bring a certain type of
Bring that
danger.
back to my
right,
house.
Right now, in terms of Dwyane Wade, and what I think we're saying is, I'm not gonna let if my son or daughter identify with the opposite sex, okay, it's good. I'm not gonna let you make a decision on having the operation at 12, 13. No. I'm gonna wait till you 18 or 21, and at that age, you can do whatever you want. And
Okay,
Dwyane Wade can
let's
afford.
take the
Okay,
operation
now,
out of it
okay.
because
No,
Crazy
we
said that.
can't-
But let's not
no,
say
hold
that.
on,
Let's
hold on.
just say the fact of you saying I'm transgender without asking for the surgery.
What's wrong with it? So that's okay. I mean, it is.
Okay, I'm
Well,
not
that's what I
saying that
wanna
he
know.
can't say that. I'm saying the part about dressing like a girl, wearing makeup.
So you would say to your child, no, you need to wait until you're 18 to make
I
those
would
decisions.
say, if that's how you feel, that's fine.
But you
But
wouldn't allow it?
dressing,
Mhm.
makeup. First of all, I would have the same understanding of wearing makeup with my daughter. Like,
But at a certain age, so your daughter can't wear makeup
not
until she's 18?
No, until she's 16.
Okay,
and
so at
that's
16, when she wants to dress, not Angelica, but whoever's child at 16 wants to change how they dress, is that okay? Just like they decide at 16 you can wear makeup.
she can change how she dressed to a certain extent. Would I let her go outside with her chest out and skirt all the way to her hoo-ha or whatever they
no,
call
we're
it?
talking about changing your appearance. So
Okay.
not booty out, breasts out. No, we're talking about
I mean, if it's his kid, if he wants to do it. But here's the problem. I think what some people are having is the fact that, okay, Dwyane Wade has the right to do whatever he wants. Those are his kids. He actually got the kid from the mom, which means he showed enough responsibility that he took it from the biological mother to raise him. My thing, but what some people are having problems is this. At 12 years old, why are you exposing your kid like that to the world? Now, I understand you put a picture up and people commented on the fingernails, which is how it all started. But to me, it's just like you said, you're gonna have some type of protection. With
You're
your
gonna
daughter.
have-
maybe
You're
his
gonna
child
have
is
a protect-
okay with
Your job
with
is to
being
Again,
open
it's
about
to
it. We
guide.
don't know that.
Your
But
job is to
again-
guide. I'm not telling him if he feels that he's a girl. That's one thing. But it's until he gets to a certain age, I'm not gonna let him wear makeup and wear a dress
Why?
because he's a boy. He's gonna be a boy.
But he's saying I'm not a boy, I'm a girl.
Okay, you're not a boy, you're not a girl. Okay, that's fine. I can go with that. But I'm guiding him. He's under my house. I ain't gonna let him walk around with no dress on.
Can I ask a question? I don't have kids, so I'm a little. What if your son told you I'm a dinosaur? Are you gonna pretend with that too?
Look,
It's just a question.
the gang thing might have seemed so harsh to y'all.
No.
But at the time when I was growing up,
No, Blue.
what
Blue.
was so
Blue,
important to
Blue,
me
But that's
was
but
gang
Blue, that's
members.
a little different because
Yeah,
that's a reality of where you live.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Right.
what
When
I'm saying.
No,
I
I
lived
don't
in certain
think that.
neighborhoods.
He's saying what you're saying is to what Maria
Right.
said. If
I'm
he's a
saying-
dinosaur, are you going to say, well, he identifies with being a dinosaur, so he's a dinosaur?
Right,
That's
like
what
like
you're
my
saying.
niece is 7, right, and she likes to pretend like she's a bird. So when
Okay.
she sees me, she makes me pick her up. She puts her hands out, and she flaps her hands. Okay, but when I put her down, that shit's over.
Right.
The bird play is a wrap.
Right.
We not putting
So
no
you gonna
feathers
let
on.
her? Are you gonna let
That
her
is
jump off
not
a
the
different
same
thing?
thing.
No, what I'm
Why
saying,
not?
what
She
I'm saying
identifying
is,
as a bird.
what I'm saying is, children
She
often
start eating like a bird, tweeting like a bird.
right. Children
and she
often identify with different things
They
in their
do.
childhood. At what point do we draw the line and say, hey,
Right.
pretend is pretend, this is reality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not pretend. Those people who are going through that are really going through that, and they feel like they can't be themselves in the body they're in.
But that doesn't mean, as a parent, you can't not make a decision to tell your child.
Listen,
No,
the
let me
parent can
finish.
make
Let me-
whatever decision they want.
just
I'm
let you
just
finish.
saying they
No.
should be able to make a decision as they want. I'm just saying it's not.
But what we
What
didn't
I
say.
would do.
We just saying that. No, you can't say that. You saying what you would do. What the question is that with Dwyane Wade, he is letting his son do it at an age where people are saying, okay, you letting him wear fingernails, whatever. Boosie misunderstood, thinking that he's going to allow his son to have the surgery. That's why he was wrong for saying.
well, we
that.
don't
Mike,
know
is
if he
his son 10
misunderstood
or
or if
12?
he just assumed because
Whether he
that's
whether he
what people
assumed,
do.
but whether he
But-
well, right, whether
Okay.
whether he
So-
assumed or not, he still thought it was going to happen.
And now I will
But I
say
think
this.
there's two issues. It's an issue
What's the
of
two
either
issues?
I'm
you
not-
allowing
not to
your
use
child
the
to
Bible.
be open and
But
and
he's
be
allowed
free,
that.
or the surgery. There are two different issues.
No,
there. It really is.
Well,
You can't.
if you-
the
if you allow-
surgery is when you do that, you do that.
Maria, if you're allowing your kid, if my kid is 12 years old and he says, and he comes to me and says, Dad, I'm transgender and I'm gay. I'll say, okay, you do who you are.
So would
Now-
you allow him to change his clothes and his appearance? I did not talk about surgery, just his appearance.
At 12 years old?
Mhm.
No.
No,
Because
you
I'm
wouldn't.
let
buying
me
the,
say
I'm
this.
buying the clothes.
I don't want to use the Bible, but I'm buying the
But
clothes.
I
You're
don't
right.
agree. I'm just
At
saying
12
I wouldn't do that.
at
so
12
you're
years
gonna
old.
buy your kid whatever. If your son, somebody came on and said at 10 or 11 years old, Mom, I'm a girl. You just gonna start buying girl stuff for him?
We would totally have a conversation
That
about
wasn't
and
a
probably
question.
some
Yeah,
you
counseling.
didn't
Yeah,
answer
I
that.
was
Yeah, you
just
did.
saying.
Thank you,
around
thank
that
you.
No,
one.
I'm
Thank
being
you.
honest because listen,
But you
I've
just-
watched
you just
many.
ran around that one.
Yeah, thank you.
I've watched many specials about it, and it's a process. And I feel like we would talk about and understand it, and not know that it's just
A
that
special.
day
I'm
the
not gonna let
child
a special.
up that way.
I'm not gonna let a special dictate what's happening in my home.
What do you
That
mean?
doesn't
I
because
feel like but these are documentaries showing you these kids and them explaining what they've gone through
if you
to go
accept
through the process.
if you accept your child for what he is, what you is, Dwayne saying that's my son, I love him, but he wants it to be a girl. I'm gonna call him a girl. But
I would do the same thing as what I'm saying.
Okay.
I agree with him.
I just say
I don't
I
agree
agree with it too.
with
I think what Boosie he misunderstood or he didn't go in depth enough to understand that what Dwyane Wade was doing in my mindset wasn't trying to have a sex change,
Well,
and that's why he said what he said.
well, misunderstanding
anybody-
just going there when that was never even part of the
But
conversation.
here's the
and he
problem.
went
But
way
here's the
left.
problem with the internet. When someone says something, we take it as bottom dollar. It's stamping the pill. This brother said, "Look, don't cut off his penis." So that means anybody that's a mindful adult will know that means he's saying they must be thinking about having a sex change for his son. Am I right? I mean, am
Well,
I
first
am I
of all,
right?
that's
with
Right,
drastic. The way the terminology he said, and two,
What you mean
and then
terminology?
once you put it out there, it's out there. So
But-
imagine what
Maria,
Dwyane Wade's
I just
kid
said
is
to
going
you.
through hearing all
Maria,
those
Maria, I
things.
just said
So-
to you that his
so-
language wasn't right, but
so-
that doesn't mean that he's wrong.
So Maria, for our generation, anything other than what we've known to be the protocol of life
Yeah.
is drastic. So you couldn't tell me when you were growing up that this situation was on the dance floor in any form or fashion. It might have been in somebody's mind, but it wasn't present like it is now. So every time that we hear something, when Bootsy heard that, he was like, "Oh my God." His understanding was, this is not the world that I grew up in. So you're learning to accept it, but you haven't. He asked you a question. You couldn't answer.
I did answer.
No, you didn't.
you did.
You ran around that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't ask me
I
that?
said that we would go through a process. I wouldn't just immediately say, "Oh, yep, sure." I'm just saying I think that it's a deep issue. I think you don't just wake up one day and say, "I don't think I'm a boy, I'm a girl," and then it just happens. I just think it's a little deeper than that.
How can you say that it would be a process for you when you've already admitted that if that's the way he feels, that's the way it feels? So how is it a process? The only other process is for you to accept it.
I do.
If you've already accepted, what's the process? Okay, well, let's go get dressed. Okay, let's go change your hair.
Here's the big problem.
Okay,
Because
you've already
It's
accepted.
a lot to happen with that. It's outside of
A lot
the
to happen for
relationship
you
between me
because
and my
he's
kid
already
and
made a
going
decision.
out.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a lot to
I-
happen for you because he's already
think-
made his decision.
So you got to go with him. That's what you said. That's what
We
you
had-
said.
I am. Stop trying to make me change my
okay.
mind.
Okay,
I'm
what
agreeing
you
with
talking
it.
about?
I'm
Ask you a
just
question.
saying I feel
No,
like
no,
it's
no,
a
hold on.
little
Don't get
deeper than
defensive.
because it's
hold
a
on.
little deeper
No,
than
but
them
don't
just
get
saying that's
defensive
what I
though.
want to do and
Don't
that's
get
it.
defensive because no one's trying to make you
No,
change
I'm
your
saying
mind. We're going off what you said.
What you said
I'm not
was,
changing what I
if that's
said.
who he is, that's who he is. So you've already made the decision that I'm okay with it. So what process are you talking about? Process is when you're trying to
Figure it out.
figure it out. But
Figuring
you
out
said
meaning
if that's who
coming
he is,
out
that's
and-
who he is.
Yes, meaning I would immediately accept my child as they believe they are
Okay.
or feel they are.
Okay.
But I'm saying I think that there needs to be the conversation and understanding when you decide to make that leap and that change. It's bigger than just what happens here in this house and what we agree with because the world is cruel.
But that's what we just said. But you said the problem.
I'm saying, yeah, there's a process. And in my mind, I'm saying the process is we have to go through all that and figure it out. It's not like, oh, this is how I feel. And tomorrow you can change your clothes and we're going to go out in public and I'm going to just be a blind eye to it's just normal and every day is going to be hunky-dory.
Okay, where you from originally?
Oh, born and raised right here.
Okay, where though?
L.A.
Okay, Maria, where you born originally?
You know, Dover.
Come on.
Delaware.
Okay, in Blue.
Oh, Los Angeles, California.
Okay, and Philadelphia.
81st. and
Okay,
Alabama.
now look. Each one of us said. Not one of us said Hollywood. No, not one of us said entertainment. Listen, where we're going.
Okay.
Outside of Hollywood in L.A., where it's accepted a lot, people don't think like we think openly about a lot of things. When you go to Oklahoma or Dallas or other parts of the country, people are going to be. They got their way they were raised. They got their religion. They got things that are cause them to say, "I don't believe in this," or "I don't accept this," or "I accept it, but don't let this happen." Well, Boosie didn't. I'm not defending him. What I'm saying is, he honestly probably thought that Dwyane Wade was thinking about having the sex change with his son.
He spoke out of emotion.
He spoke out of emotion, but still, he spoke out of emotion of what he thought was happening, not what he knew.
Yeah, he spoke from his journey.
Right. Exactly. So the same thing we're saying right here is if you have a child and you're living, we're in LA, so we go, okay, we've worked around a lot of people that are transgender, gay, we in the business. We understand it's a way of life. But in another part of the country, someone may not do that. So when they come home and you got a guy, because I don't want to, it's not a chauvinist thing, but any man that has a son, when he has a son, he goes, man, I can't wait to get out and play ball with my son. Or a woman that has a daughter, I can't wait to take her shopping or something. So that mindset is in your head. You can't get upset at a parent.
Magic Johnson.
Case in point.
He went through the same exact thing.
But guess what? Magic also was out here in Hollywood.
True.
And understood. But if this happened in Lansing, Michigan, where Magic is from, he may not have been acceptable at first as easy as he is now.
But here's the thing. When MJ was smaller, Magic didn't accept it.
Well,
if you read the book, he did not accept it at all.
So is Magic hateful?
No.
Exactly.
He's
No, I know
not
he's not.
now,
I'm
but
being-
that was the process.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He
All right.
had to come to
Yeah.
the understanding of, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah.
No matter what I've done to try to alter it, this is what it is.
all right, I'm gonna
So
end
now
this.
I have to accept it.
I'm gonna end this part with this. No matter what parents do or try to do, in some point, in some form or fashion, they're really trying to mold and shape their child's life. Yeah, and they try not to make bad decisions that will cause their child to, have problems in their adult life.
Protect them.
You know what I'm saying? Children come through us, not from us. So in that understanding, let's talk about when we talk about parents. So this woman raised her son. She showed him as much as she could, all the love that she could do. She did the best that she could do for him. He actually became a very successful rapper. At 4:30 in the morning, they walked into the house and took him out.
This new dude, what's his name?
His name is Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop Smoke.
In Hollywood, he was staying at a Airbnb. Well, it belonged to a celebrity, but it was an Airbnb. 4:30 in the morning, they came and got him. Now, is there those? You understand? The mama's probably thinking, "What could I have done different? Or did I do enough? Or should I have stopped him from being a rapper? Should I made him go to school?" Like,
Blue, maybe
choices.
Yeah, maybe he did all of that.
I was about to say, do we know he didn't go to school? Do we know what his life was like?
We don't know any of that.
What we do know, it's at 4:30 in the morning, they came to get him.
We do know that.
And somebody said, well, they just came to rob him. I said, well, there was more than one person in the house.
But they didn't rob him.
But that's what I'm saying. There was more than one people. There was more than him in the house. The only person was him.
You know what happens? I'm noticing with these rappers. One, now I understand it's like us. We on social media because we need to let people know. Trust me, if I wasn't a comedian, actor, writer, I wouldn't be on social media. I don't really like it. I know I'm on it, but I don't because I just think it takes the human element out of people. In saying that, these
you got your degree in animation, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I got a master's in that.
Yeah. Most of those people that do cartoons and animation and stuff, they're most of the time to themselves.
Yeah, and believe it or not, quiet as kept, I'm like that. It's like I know people don't believe that.
Woo! No, not today.
But but anybody that knows me knows. Like I had a person read I had a palm reader read my hand one time in college,
okay.
And I never really believed it too. She read it and she said, "You're an outgoing person, but when you get into big like parties and stuff, you don't just jump in. Like I'm not gonna be the guy to come in. Hey, what's up? I'm here. Oh. I'm gonna come in and evaluate." The terrain. Look at what's happening.
Oh, so when I go to the club, just go in the corner. Danny Green in the corner.
That's it's really, yeah. But let me say this about these rappers.
Okay.
These dudes are everybody's not happy you're successful. Everybody doesn't have the money. Everybody doesn't have any goals and dreams. And there's actually, as you said earlier, a lot of mean people in the world.
I think everybody has dreams. And I think everybody has goals.
And rappers are getting
everybody
killed and
don't
not
have
out doing anything bad.
Everybody
Not
doesn't have the
them.
energy that
it
takes to push for
I'm
it.
not knocking the rapper.
But I believe everybody has goals.
No, I'm not talking about the people.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the people that do the crime.
Oh, okay.
Y'all mistook that. I ain't saying that he didn't have dreams and goals. I'm saying there are mean people out there that have nothing to live for because they feel like I don't care.
But don't you think that those people who are doing the crime, they have goals and dreams? They just are trying to do the easy way, take it from somebody else.
Not all of them.
To go in somebody's house and to kill him,
goals. And
I don't see
dreams,
what kind of goal or dream that is.
His goal and dream might be to be the baddest gangster there.
Yeah, but my point being is
the killer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fear. Fear. People,
but here's my point being
people fear you more than they respect you.
Okay, he may be that way, but here's my point with the rappers.
Go ahead.
Why are they? It's a different time. When you showcasing stacks of hundreds and that's what I'm trying to get to.
Was he doing that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
No, because it was a part of the rap life,
the culture. But again,
it was a part of the culture.
But when you bring that culture into you, see, Mayweather can do it, but then you got to get through about 14 layers of people to get to him.
Man,
you ain't just getting to him.
Yeah,
but
people don't understand. There was a different. Mayweather was that way. Later part of his career.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he was a boxer. Like it was just straight about boxing. It was later part of his career that all that.
But the difference too with Mayweather and some of these rappers, 'cause I don't know these guys, is that I've been around him when they were doing charity, like at a charity game. I refereed a charity game, and they were going to give $1,000. They had $2,000. They would give $1,000 to someone who made a half-court shot.
Okay.
Right? Mayweather's going to pay him cash. So Mayweather's right. He goes, man, I don't want to stop. He's like, it's about him, and he's like, I don't want to stop the game. Well, Mayweather, man, just give him the money. Whoever the people were,
Right.
Here's $1,000. Keep the game going.
Right.
So he's the kind of dude, and I've know people that's been around him. He doesn't have problems being charitable with the money that he has.
Right.
I'm not saying these rappers don't, but what I'm saying is when you come off with an arrogance, nobody should be able to go, how many times you think about somebody going up to the Hollywood Hills? We don't hear that often, and getting killed like that.
Man,
this was a plan.
This was a planned hate. This was hate. And it wasn't going to be solved until it was finished.
Yep.
That person was not going to feel like it was over until it was over.
How many rappers you think we lost in the last 5 or 6 years?
Too
Nick,
many.
or
How many Piccolo players you think we lost? We ain't lost no Piccolo players.
Well, you too, Blue. I
I
want to know who called that motherfucker a Piccolo player.
Hold up, Pastor. Don't shoot.
Tell Maria what happened, because she gave me a look like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Explain that
and
to
it was. Don't worry about it. It's
famous joke.
We'll come back and pick you up.
How many rappers you think we've lost over the last few years, though?
Too many.
That's what I'm saying. And it's...
I don't know. Well, most of them I don't even know.
And we
Exactly.
And we talking about from headliners to up and coming.
Man.
So
Yeah.
And can I be honest?
Sad.
I hate to say this, but I didn't know who Nipsey was until he got killed.
Me either.
I heard of him, but like you,
I didn't know him on that level. I'll say that. I did know his hits.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him on that level.
I didn't know he was a rapper. When I heard Nipsey Hussle, I was thinking he was
Thought
like
he was a
dude.
painter?
No, you stupid, man. I thought he was like a dude that goes
Kill
around.
Picasso.
You know how like what's the brother that wears the green, the pimp, the play?
D Green?
No, not me. I ain't no guilty.
Okay.
Bishop.
Bishop Don Juan.
Don Juan,
So
okay.
I thought Nipsey Hussle was that kind of guy, like a guy that walks around and always hustling
Because
and
of the
made it
name?
in the Hollywood.
Because
right.
of the name?
I
Okay.
never knew he was a rapper until, So, I mean, and then I just think it's sad that these young dudes are losing their lives so young that way. Anytime someone dies, I'm sad. I don't care if they're 90 or, whatever. But when you go out like that and you got life, and this dude here is like the other young boy that got shot in Florida when they shot him in the car,
Right.
at the front of the dealership.
Right.
And he was trying to do things, but before that, he was kind of in the middle of things. So I think these dudes have to make better decisions on how they're handling themselves. It wasn't happening back in the day with LL and all of them people.
Oh, it was happening.
No, the only one we lost,
Quiet.
the only one that I remember we lost, and it wasn't
Because
no
we
crime.
didn't have social media.
Was
There was a
Scotland Rock.
whole lot of them we lost.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in
We
the
got
80s.
social media.
In the 80s, the only one that I know we lost, the main one of the big ones was Scotland Rock.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was.
Master J.
But that wasn't
Yeah.
80s. That
Yeah.
wasn't 80s.
So I was watching.
But he did get killed, though.
I was
Yeah.
watching the.
But do we know why?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Nobody
Yeah, yeah.
knows. So I was watching the Breakfast Club, and Uncle Charlie was talking about when he went to go see Snoop at his house. So I went to go see Snoop at his house, and he was explaining that he was the one that stopped him from doing weed for that year. And he
That
said
Uncle
Charlie was the
Charlie
one that stopped him, Snoop from smoking weed.
for a year.
Remember when Snoop said he wasn't gonna smoke weed?
Yeah, well, he was growing it for the year. But go ahead. Keep
He
going.
said
He
Uncle
took a
Charlie
year off-
said he was the
took a
reason.
year off so he can grow the weed.
He said he was the reason.
Right?
But he's explaining that he goes into the house, and when he goes into the house, he gets completely patted down, fully searched by the police and security going into Snoop's house. And they were like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? He said, hey, man, it was cool. They knew who I was, but that was protocol during that time.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
look,
that was but that
Because
was
real
but
talk,
that-
the
but that was-
closest people to you are,
But that was
are the
that
ones
East- I'm
you
sorry,
got to
go ahead.
watch out for.
Same
Sorry.
thing.
Yeah, but
Look.
that was that East Coast back then in the 90s because we all was out here for that. That was that East Coast, West Coast situation going on with a lot of that. I'm saying right now what's happening is these dudes getting taken
No,
out.
it's the
everywhere.
same thing. You talk, when you're pronouncing that you're the baddest man in town,
Right?
there's somebody watching to see, well, how bad is you?
Right.
That's just period. That's just how I go down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mike Tyson, everybody knew Mike Tyson could fight. Everybody knew Mike Tyson had hands.
Yeah.
But there were people, his security, like you would think, why Mike Tyson got security? Because there was somebody who was watching that going, I think I could take it.
Yeah.
Mitch Green tried it
Right.
and got a whole new rearrangement.
Well, man, he sure did. Let me ask you this question though, Blue.
What?
Is it okay to say that it turns to being confident as long as you present it in a way. Like if you're a rapper, like you could be a gangster rapper, say, yo, and they interviewing you, say, yo, man, I feel like there's nobody up on my level right now. You know what I mean? And then you say, what do you mean? They go, well, I'm not saying nobody can't rap. I just feel like I got, I'm putting out the hits. Is that something wrong?
I got something for you, D.
No, I'm asking you, is that...
You're a comedian.
Yes, sir.
Do comedians get along?
No.
Why is that?
A lot of...
They don't?
Because everybody believes and pronounce and profoundly say, I am the best comedian.
We get along, though. I can't say we...
No.
We
y'all
hate.
somewhat get along.
Yeah,
but
we
there,
underline hate.
let me tell you something. The difference is y'all ain't shooting each other.
No.
But is there fights?
Yeah.
At the comedy in the back room?
There used
Like
to
in
be.
the green
physical
room.
fights?
Yeah, there
Oh,
used to be.
physical fights.
There used to be.
Back in the day?
But-
full physical
but a
fights.
lot of those
but
fights
that
were-
is because it's based on what?
But a lot of times if it's people stealing, they catch somebody doing their joke. That's...
Okay. That's one, but a lot of it is enviness.
Yeah. And,
They envy.
Right. You know what? But that's why myself, I had, when I first came out, I had the crew. I was with Guy Torrey. Me and Guy used to be like...
Right.
thick and-
Yeah, thick and thieves.
Thieves. You
No.
saw Guy, you saw me, you
Yeah,
saw me, you
ain't
saw
no
Guy.
doubt. Mhm.
But, and I knew, and Guy's he's a guy, he's an aggressive dude. He's an alpha male. He can handle his business. And
Right.
I was the same.
Right.
But what I did, and I still do it today, and I really do it now, is like, people found out that I box because I started training people, stuff like that.
Okay.
But I don't really like to even let people know in some aspects because, someone's going to try you. Now, what did help, I think what helped me was there was a couple people that I was training that wanted to box me, like in the ring. And then when I tagged them, about
You
4 or
laid them
5
hands?
yeah, then they were able to go out and tell everybody, like, yeah, you might not want to totally fuck with them.
Now,
You know what I mean?
now,
But
mind you, now,
but I don't,
you're having this conversation very humbly, aren't you?
yes, because
Somebody's going to listen to this and go, I can take that motherfucker.
And guess what I'm gonna do?
He can't
And I'ma
throw
tell-
the thing.
If a guy came up to me today and said, "Dan, I can beat your ass," you know what I'm telling him? You sure can. Now, can I buy you a beer? Because that's something that's going.
Because
through
you're in a
this shit.
different space of your life.
Right, I'm not-
But when
yeah.
you were younger,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
you either got a 2-piece
Yeah.
with a biscuit.
Yeah. But even when I was
some
younger,
gravy.
but you know what? You stupid. But you know what? Now this is something that I did stop doing. Because when I was younger, which means when we was in junior high school, we fought with our hands.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind street fighting. As we got older, dudes, these young kids don't know how to
I
fight.
was about to say they don't fight with their hands.
Right, no
now.
more. Right. So my thing is, I don't even want to even entertain it.
Because people are afraid to get knocked
Even
out.
adults aren't fighting with their hands.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. And you know what? And it's to me, it's a cowardly way to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I see these guys getting killed like that, I feel bad because I'm like, look, bro, if you really don't like this dude, meet him out on the street. Say, yo, man. Even though it would never happen because his security would probably stop it or whatever. But I'm like, look, you really want to get with a dude, fight the dude, man up, and then keep it pushing.
All right, let me jump over the fence and go to another subject. That was an amazing understanding. Anybody want to meet D Green?
Shut up, man.
He can throw them hands.
No, I can't. I'm retired. Please, please, please.
So anybody been watching the Harvey Weinstein trial?
I have.
Oh, you been watching it?
Yeah.
So we're waiting for
The verdict right now.
But when I was watching it, I didn't realize that the same women who are accusing him, one of them was sending him text messages saying, "You're my soulmate."
Mm-hmm.
Other ones were sending him message, "Let's go out to dinner. Why haven't you called me? I need to see you." So I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying like,
Don't look at me. I'm
Like,
letting
have
go
you-
first. 'Cause
no, no.
I feel it.
Where
I just
have you
feel
con-
the fire.
I'm just trying to, what I'm saying is, have you, do you believe that the women convinced themselves that this is just the way Hollywood is and
You can go first.
let's
Maria
just
Marie.
roll?
I'll go second.
Like, did they convince themselves that he was not doing anything wrong, that this is just Hollywood and let me just
Wait a minute.
go with the flow?
Okay.
Okay, because
In terms of the
he
case- the
supposedly, okay,
Go ahead.
allegedly he raped them.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense was saying that if he raped them, why were they texting him and saying, "Hey, you're my soulmate. Hey, when I'm gonna see you again? Hey, do you have time for me this week?" Like, why were they asking for more?
Why didn't they report it as a rape?
Completely, have they completely? Well, they didn't immediately report it as rape. Did they completely convince themselves that this is just Hollywood and it's okay?
I can't speak on why they would do something like that.
Well, can you speak on how you can send those messages, but then still say
You was raped.
it was raped? You were raped?
I think I don't know enough of the background of what they had going on.
No, but how about
I don't
you?
know. I want to focus on the fact that there's enough that he actually
No.
did rape and do things
Let's
with,
go to the
not
question
ones
No,
first.
that
I'm
were
really
doing it.
asking you a
How
question.
about you?
So,
How about you?
So Maria,
What about me?
Me
What
and you,
what he just said.
me and you, we feeling each other. We hanging out. We having a great time. Like you feel like you want to do this. We go that far. Now stop is stop. Yes. No is no. I get it. But it happens.
What happens? Oh, the act.
The
between
act
the two. Okay.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps on happening, and we're going out. You're hanging out. We're actually exchanging messages. But then when this,
So she never said no. She was good with it. With the act.
She
is
never
what you're
reported
saying.
it. She never reported
she
it.
never reported it, and
I'm
then
not talking
later
about reporting it.
on,
She was okay with doing it.
If you
no,
wait a
I'm
minute, if
asking
you. Don't report it. Well,
did she
That's not true
convince
because people
herself?
do get raped and
Okay,
don't report
she
it.
didn't
What I'm
report,
saying,
you're
yeah,
right.
true. I'm asking
You're right.
you, did she convince herself while she was texting him and saying, "You're my soulmate"? The other one, when I'm gonna see you, I need, I
And
want
they
to spend some
showed this.
time.
They had proof of this
Oh yeah,
in the
yeah,
trial.
yeah. This is what the defense was using against the understanding. How could it have been rape? And psychiatrists was saying that a victim can convince themselves that they're no longer a victim.
First of all, people have been raped by someone that they've been in a relationship with and close to. So I think it's really hard to discredit someone.
I'm not discrediting. I'm
and say-
asking you, could you?
Yeah.
How do you believe that they had convinced themselves that this is just Hollywood or this is just the way the game is played?
I don't know.
And
I don't know what they were
I
thinking.
wasn't raped. This is just how the game is played.
I don't know. I think everyone's different. I don't know what they were thinking and why. I can't imagine. I don't know.
Okay, but
Maybe
I'm
they
saying, but
thought that would help them get farther along and they just had to deal with it.
okay, but-
Or
Well,
maybe they just psychology.
wait.
Yeah, you
Wait,
ain't gotta
if
deal
that's
with
the
it.
way they thought, then
He's innocent.
like you just keep on rolling.
No, he's not innocent because he absolutely
No, I'm saying
has raped some people.
I
Maybe
can understand
in some
if you
situations
mentally
it was
convince
gray and
yourself
it wasn't.
Here's the deal.
that this is just the way the world is,
right.
and you just roll with it.
There's been actors.
Okay, I'll give you a good example.
Go ahead.
When we're black,
Are you?
when we get pulled over, well,
You're blue.
yeah, blue. That's dope. When we black, we get pulled over. We automatically know that this is the way the world is, so we just
Put our hands out.
we do what we have to do to get over with it. So I'm asking you, is this what women have had to make? Is that the decision they've had to make? That this is just the way the world is, and I'll just get over it.
I think that's a
I'll
hard
get through
question. I
it.
can't speak for other people. I can only speak from my experience or non-experience. I can't say what those women were. That's an unfair question. I don't know why they were saying that or acting that way. I
So
don't know.
you've never been in a situation where you wasn't sure this is what you wanted to do. It happened, and you just roll with it.
No.
Okay, I'm just asking you. 'Cause
I-
I'm just asking. What
Can I say something on that on the case?
Yeah. No, somebody took it from you. Go ahead.
Here's the problem.
Don't start crying.
There has been a history. Anybody that's in Hollywood knows that there's been a history of the casting couch on both sides.
That's
Hold
the
on.
biggest joke
I know.
ever.
And let's go ahead and keep it real on both sides.
That's the biggest
Men,
joke ever.
women, men. So it's just the casting couch. There was actually an actress, a big name actress, who said, "In my time, they said if you knew you was going to a man's room, you saw that at 11:30, 12 at night, you knew what was going on."
Well, I feel like that doesn't
Okay.
have anything
You
to do
ain't
with
let-
casting. That don't have nothing to do with anything.
you gonna let me
That's like
finish?
the rule.
It wasn't no dominoes.
No, it was okay. I let you finish. I didn't say a word. If you notice, I've been doing pretty good tonight.
Uno.
Well
I
behaved.
done played Uno at 12 o'clock.
Here's the
I mean,
thing.
I have too, but
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah.
First of all, like I said last week, if you think Weinstein is going in there with weak lawyers,
Oh, he
This-
still got money.
he got top guns.
And he got plenty enough time to hide it.
And when this first happened, not that it was right,
Okay.
he had hired a private investigator, if you remember that, to try to find stuff on these women. Thank you. So he knew what was coming down the line, but he also knew that in some cases these women had relationships with him. I'm not saying that rape can't be a situation where a woman is raped by somebody and they still communicate with the person.
Right.
Because we know that happens.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean it's right for the person who did it.
No
I'm
doubt
saying it's
about it.
wrong. In this case, here's one of the only issues I had. I've had some answer.
Okay.
Here's one person who said they got raped by him twice, but he produced 8 of her movies. So, as if you're looking at it from his side, the point of view, he's saying, I papered you up. I did everything you said you wanted. Yeah, you gave me some. We all got something out of it. Because most producers, you know, they big. It's like, you're going to get something out of it. This other person, which you read, you're my soulmate. I saw that part. So, if I'm doing it, am I sleeping? Even though I know it's wrong and I'm married and got kids, it's wrong. But I'm thinking, I'm like, she ain't got no problems with it. You know what I mean? Because she says I'm the soulmate. So my point, I could ask you a question. I don't want to ask the question. I was just gonna say, when do we hold both parties responsible? I'm not saying he's gonna get off, but if you read the news, they're saying there's a strong possibility in New York he's going to get acquitted. Now, I believe he's going to be found guilty for 2 reasons. One, he's probably guilty in some of the cases. But 2, and I don't, and rape is that's a real strong word.
It's a strong word.
Thank you, because I want to make sure I'm above the board with everything. That's a strong word when you say rape. But I believe they may look at it as, okay, you use the word rape, so okay, that's too strong. Everybody knows this case. And then the other thing is, oh, okay, well, you got a lot of people complaining about R. Kelly, this. How can we let this guy go? There's so much social media out there. It's hard for the jury not to be.
He ain't in the same dance floor as
I mean,
Kelly.
it's a whole lot.
I know,
It's so
but-
separate.
It is, but you know what I'm saying, though. Bro.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is because R. Kelly and Cosby,
Right,
these
I
people
got
were
you.
charged.
I got you.
The jury may feel, you know what, we got to convict him. But his lawyers are saying, like you said, this text message here, this email here.
Right.
When do we start holding
When do we
both
start
parties?
believing?
I think
Yes.
you should hold them accountable. What I feel is whether it was 1, 5, 10, or 20 that he actually committed the crime with, then he should do the time. I feel like if there were 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them over here who it was consensual, but now they're wanting to go back and say it's not, I don't think that should discredit all of the ones that he did wrong.
But that happens,
over
you know
here.
that though, right?
All
That's
right.
like a person crying.
No,
wolf.
I feel like, no, this is what's happening now. The focus is on, but what about the women who are saying he did it, but now they're like, oh, you're my soulmate. That's the new focus. Now the new focus is on, but some people came forth and
It
they're
has to be
lying.
the
But you have to focus on everything.
Yeah, and it has to be the new
But we're
focus.
not
I tell you
focusing
what.
on everything. We're
Hold on one
focusing
second,
on the
Blue.
ones
Go ahead.
that
I'm sorry,
they're
but-
saying
go ahead.
didn't
But
do
it
it.
has to be because if I'm defending you, I can't.
It's my job.
That's my job. My job
That's
ain't
his
this.
job, not our
But-
job.
Yeah, no, it's his job. But I tell you what,
Yeah, go
I'm gonna end this conversation with this one. My father used to say, I'm gonna give you this whooping for what I didn't catch you for.
Damn.
So whether he's innocent or not,
Mm-hmm.
when he gets convicted, it will be for what we don't even know about. But I want to say something about this. Mr. D. Green,
See?
since you into sports,
Yes, sir.
you want to talk about robbed, pillaged,
Uh-oh.
stole,
Uh-oh.
raped,
I feel it.
Aaron Gordon.
Oh, my God.
How in the world,
You know what he should have did right there?
5 times,
Mm.
you get the best dunk, and you still lose?
Well, they felt D. Wade was part of the issue.
Say what?
They felt
The
Dwayne
Miami
Wade.
Mafia.
The Miami, yeah, because
Oh,
you know,
Lord
old boys.
Jesus.
That was that's what they felt because he was the one that gave him. You know, they felt.
I was
but,
gonna say something
But
crazy.
here's you stupid. But you know that I think Gordon should do because the one dunk he did when he caught it off the backboard
Oh, my
and
God.
then did the
That was crazy.
360 with one hand. I think when I don't win there, I go, you know what? I appreciate y'all, but I ain't gonna be here.
But
next
here's
year.
the thing. After that dunk, he took his shoes off.
Well, bro, everybody in the house took their
said,
shoes off.
This is
It's
a
over.
wrap.
It's over.
Dude took his shoes off. He was like, this is a wrap.
And that
Let's
was a
go
pit
home.
move. Yeah.
Plymouth
Let's
Rock
go
fell
home.
on me.
Oh, no
First
doubt.
of all, he jumped over old boy's head. That's about what he hit his head something. The nigga 6'6", 7'6". 7'6".
Yeah.
So he bumped him at 7'4".
A little
He
bit.
still jumped over the dude's head.
And pillaged, robbed, stole from. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you who might get pillaged and robbed this this weekend.
No.
You don't think he's gonna get pillaged and robbed this weekend?
It's a knockout.
Like,
Ninth
he almost lost from good boxing,
like
real boxing.
I'm predicting.
Like
it right
my man
now.
is not a boxer. He's a slugger.
9th round knockout.
9th round. That's what you predicted.
I'm predicting 9th.
You believe my man is good? What you think, Big
Now,
Dave?
do you think he won the first? Go ahead, Dave. Do you think he won the first one?
I think he outboxed him.
He outboxed him, but
Yes,
do you think he
did.
won?
No. But I don't think.
Because
I don't think if you put the balance.
Maria, did you see the fight?
If you put the balance of outboxed and he couldn't take his hits, it was even.
Nick, did you see the first fight? God damn you, Nick.
It was even, Steven.
Dave, did you see the first
Wait a minute,
fight?
who was it?
Okay.
I mean, I
Fury
did
and
see
Wilder.
It's all right.
a fight a couple months
Don't
ago.
worry
I
about
don't know who it was.
One Life to Live was on that night too.
Yeah, she was. Okay, I was at the first fight. What do you say?
I think it's going a distance.
No, tell me about the first fight first.
Oh, first fight?
Because Blue thinks. Well, you think
I'm
you only
scared
need to
this
win.
time.
Yeah.
I'm scared this time because he outboxed him and he caught him
I
too
think
many
Wilder
times.
won the fight.
Yeah, me too.
I
Because the
think
last
Wilder
three rounds.
won.
With the
But,
last three rounds.
but it wasn't by a whole lot.
No, it wasn't. But you got to remember, you got to knock the champ out.
It was by a teensy tiny bit.
You got to knock the champ out. And if you look at that round when Fury got knocked down, he got a long ass count. I mean, old boy was counting like 1,002.
He was counting like he's counting his footsteps.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2.
He was like this. 1, I'm going to have a cheeseburger. 2, and make it a. So first of all, but here's the deal. Here's the problem with boxing. And this is one thing I do know.
Okay.
This is up my alley.
Go ahead.
Sometimes your power can be your worst enemy because
You get tired.
no,
He was missing. That's he started getting tired.
not tired.
even
He knows he has this power that at any time he can get you up out of here. So 10th, 11th, 12th round, if you're giving away those middle rounds, you feel like I can still get him. It got to be careful. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Breland told me the last time I was in New York, I went to the Brazil fight when he knocked him out in one round.
After you tell this short
What?
but long ass story,
No, it's gonna be short.
we're gonna go on a break after that.
It's going to be
ahead.
short. See, I've been well behaved tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
He's been. Hey, look.
Have I been? I've
Like
letting
he been
people-
well behaved.
Not talking
Because
to
there was one
Maria,
time I
Maria.
thought Maria was gonna jump over me.
Yeah, yes. So lately, I've been well behaved.
Hassan chop.
Yeah. But here's the deal. I asked Breland,
Yes.
how does he look? We talked outside before the fight. Breland came out. He said, he looking good. He said, he's finally listening to me. And I go, what do you mean? He said, Deontay has so much power in boxing,
Okay.
to knock him out. He's going to do his own thing.
Okay.
When he got hurt by Ortiz in that fight,
Victor Ortiz.
yeah, no, not Victor Ortiz, Luis
oh,
Ortiz, the
Luis
heavyweight.
Ortiz. Yes.
He said it was the first time that he felt he came back to the corner and looked him in the eyes and was like, okay, what the fuck I got to do?
What-
Get up
what I
out of
need to
here.
do?
What I got to get out of this situation right now?
Yeah, because this fool over
Yeah,
here,
this fool ain't
he
playing
ain't
around.
cooperating.
And he said since then, if you watch the last couple fights, he's been throwing more jabs, more hooks, like
He's
combinations.
boxing now.
He's boxing
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
That's why he got Fury knocked down.
That's my thing that got me scared.
Right.
Because he didn't box at all during that fight.
No.
And that's the reason why it went longer than it should have.
But I believe that cut that Fury got in his last fight is going to be a factor in this fight. You know he got
It ain't healed yet.
It
ain't
ain't.
healed
You
yet.
can't heal like that in 3 months. Not
No,
a gash
no.
like that.
ain't
But I
healed
will
yet.
say he could take some hits. He kind of weird. He can take some hits.
Well, yeah, but I believe he got that Mike. He got that Buster Douglas count.
On before we go to break, Maria, I wanted to ask you something about the fight. What do you think about his braids? And are they tight? Like or in his outfit? Like he was wearing gold that time. What do you think he's gonna wear this time? Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
You
the
being
Out of the
funny.
Blue show, and we'll be back after this break.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
Speedy,
And Shelly Rio,
and we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam. Where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd, leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling. I can get my sweat on every night and day. Can I work out with you, baby? Can I work out with you, darling? I don't like to do push-ups, pull-ups, or anything physical other than you, baby. I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. I don't wanna sweat at all unless it's you and me getting it on. And we can physically fit together. Can we sweat from the morning to the evening time and then come back and do a rewind? Oh, can I work out with you, babe? I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Yeah. I don't like to go to the gym, baby, but I like working out with you, darling. I can get my sweat on every night and day. Can I work out with you, baby? Can I work out with you, darling? I like to do push-ups, pull-ups, or anything physical other than you, baby. I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. I don't wanna sweat at all unless it's you and me getting it on. Can we get physically fit together? Can we sweat from the morning to the evening time and then come back and do a rewind? Oh, can I work out with you, baby? I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. All I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. All I wanna do. All I wanna do, yeah, yeah. One and two and breathe. Oh, one and two and breathe. One and two and breathe. Oh, one and two and breathe. One and two and breathe. Oh, one and two and breathe. One and two and breathe. One and two and breathe. Can I work out? Can I work out with you? Can I work out? Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you, baby? That's all I wanna do. All I wanna do, all I wanna do, all I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do, baby. All I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Come on, come on, come on. That's all I wanna do. Oh, breathe, breathe, baby. Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. Can work out with you. Can work out with you, baby.
Hey guys, it's Shelly Rio from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
It's your boy Speedy,
And Shelly Rio,
and we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a Blue Pajama Jam. That's Blue Pajama Jam, where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly Rio, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd, leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yes, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
But you know what? If she's bisexual, what's up with
He said, I'm gonna do anything, huh?
Let me say something. Do you know
Nick, she wanna know, can you pull up what's her name? Janet Duwa's picture up when we talk about from Good Time. Afro's gone.
I want to do a joke about that. Black people they can make any song.
Temporary layoffs.
Yeah.
Good time. Easy credit rip off.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Scratching and surviving.
Ready, 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 ready.
That was a discriminated
Good time.
story.
What's the next
Are you
line?
ready, babe?
Scratching and surviving. Good time. What's the next line?
Oh, I didn't know that's what scratching and surviving. I'm bad about words.
Hey,
Scratching
we
and
have
surviving.
what we got.
No. I didn't answer that. I said, what's the next line after scratching and surviving?
Talk about that on the show. Talk about it on the show.
Good time.
Talk about it on the show. Don't tell him.
Suffering and surviving.
Then what's the next one?
Wait till the show.
No.
You gotta make it.
Oh,
Hanging.
something on the water. There's something in the water.
No.
Hanging on, yeah.
I thought it was hanging in that chair.
No, it's
That ain't it.
standing in the scratch line. No.
Yeah, they got cold real quick.
I don't know.
What about
Hanging in a child line.
Oh, that's right. Hanging in the child line with the scratch line.
I had to look it up myself.
Did you want something chocolate?
Oh yeah. Chuck and the
Nick, did you turn the chat room off?
Hey, Nick, she done got caught up in the chat room. When you be wondering why her face be looking like and she be coming out on fire on D, is because she looking on the chat line. I told her
He
she
said,
can't.
like one or two things.
I said she
they-
can't get caught up in there
they
because
call- somebody-
that's their job.
Somebody said to me, they call me Spinny Duck.
Oh, dude, they've been on you all night.
Oh my God, they was on you last time.
I know, I don't mind it. Hey,
They tried, one of them said, "Blue, please wipe your face. Wipe your face."
Guy Young DJ says she too defensive. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Ladies
he's
and
a
gentlemen, you are
dumbass.
back
That's
for
okay.
Out of the Blue.
That's
My
good, though. You
name,
want that.
my name with Danny
Right.
Green talking, my name is Blue Mitchell, and this is Out of the Blue. I'm here with my co-parts, Maria, D Green.
D Green.
Now we're gonna bring you the segment that we always talked about, but we never did. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, for the first time.
Once again for the first time.
Once again for the first time.
Got you. All
Yeah.
right, no problem.
Big Dave's Black Report.
Welcome.
Welcome. How y'all doing?
Good, Dave.
All right, y'all good? Y'all
Yeah.
good? Everybody good?
I feel like I need to welcome.
Maria, you straight?
I'm good.
All right, you ain't letting them get to you, right?
No.
Too late.
If you see her computer get shot, you're like, she got tired of that
Oh
shit.
no,
We
I'm
went on break.
just waiting for
Maria
you to go out
said,
there.
"Let me
You gonna
see
be
them
on full
hands
flats.
you got,
She
D.
worried about you.
Let me see them
he's worried
hands."
about you.
Cause they been killing me. I love it though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said, "Old boy over there to the left is asleep,
Is that about you?
wide awake." Yeah,
Yeah.
wide awake. All right, Black News. Let's start off with Miss Rosario Dawson coming out the closet. How y'all feel about that one?
Hey, I got a liquor license.
Good for her.
You got a liquor license. Huh?
I got a liquor license.
All right, no problem.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Maria? About good for her?
I think it's good when people come out of the closet and feel free to be able to be who they are and be honest.
Was
Why-
that-
why do people-
wait. That closet. Is that where you got that jacket?
Nope, got it from you.
Don't hate.
I'm not hating it because I really think it's beautiful. It's fuchsia, right?
It's pink.
Pink is a fuchsia, isn't it?
Okay.
No,
Oh, you don't even know what
fuchsia's
you
a
wearing.
pink.
It's whatever you want it to
Oh,
be.
okay. All
I
right.
thought her fingernails were
All
pink.
right. All right, Pat LaBelle.
They're
Let's
not
go.
pink.
No,
Okay, I got a question. Why is it now, 2020, we still saying, "Oh, I think it's okay for people to come out the closet. If you gay, you gay."
What term should we? Okay, what should we say?
Well, why are we saying that she's coming out the closet?
Because they just said she just announced it.
Yeah, she just not. So that's
so
all
what
it's
should
about.
we say?
How about she just turned gay? I mean, if I say I'm gay today, I wasn't in the
Wait.
closet.
She didn't just turn anything.
She never.
She
said
always
gay.
knew.
She knew, but so why
No,
was that in the
I
closet?
think Danny
though?
is saying
There you
who
go.
cares.
Oh, is that what you really
That's,
said?
that wasn't really what he was saying.
No, that's I am.
But
saying
thank
that.
you for helping him out, Nick.
No, I'm saying that. See, the point I'm saying is, why are we making a big thing
spit all
out
over
of?
myself.
Yeah, you talking about he spit.
Oh, my God.
He spit all over
I
me.
got-
Anybody got any napkins?
I got.
He got the D greens.
I got the D green.
Got the D green.
He got the D greens.
Hey, y'all, Blue got a new tongue. He got the D green tongue.
And it's forked at the end.
And it all comes in different colors.
Hello.
No, Dave, for real though, Dave. I mean,
Why do they call it coming out the closet?
no. Why do we care?
Oh well, you know.
Why did she come out the closet when she was his boyfriend and he was running for president?
Oh well, they still going. You know. They still,
No, that's not the question.
Yeah. Well, hey.
See, when I ask the real question, we don't get the real answer.
Well-
Why didn't she?
Well,
say
guess
she
what?
was
Only
gay?
she can answer that one.
Ain't no doubt about that.
All I can do is go.
What do you think? Why do you think? Let me ask you that. That should be my question.
She didn't want to be a distraction.
Now, wait a minute. Now, just a week ago, they did this whole thing about my man, the drummer, on how he told her, he was saying, hey, remember that date we went on? And she was like, that was a date?
Who? Her?
Yeah. He was like, oh, you just dissed him. He thought it was a date. He thought it was a date. What's my man name, the drummer with the big afro?
Oh,
Oh.
Questlove.
Thank you.
Oh, he went out with
a
her?
little
Yeah.
The dude from the Roots?
He thought he went out.
Sorry,
he did.
Quest. She's a little bit too fine out of your lips.
He thought he went out, but he was
Sometimes you never know.
He didn't know he was a bodyguard.
You never know.
Wow.
I mean, basically, he thought it was a date, and she was like, "Oh, that was a date. Oh, I didn't know that was a date."
Why do you think she came out then?
Well, I've had that happen.
I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. If you've been doing your thing,
Yeah.
you're doing your thing. I don't understand why. That's what I think bothers a lot of heterosexual people. Why is it more important now that it seems like it's more celebrated if you're gay? Why can't you just be celebrated as a person?
A lot of times
Exactly.
people get.
I don't think it's more celebrated because you're gay. I don't agree with that.
I do know this much.
In
I don't
today's
think it's
climate,
more-
Tell
What's
me-
the next
tell-
news?
Tell me what it is then, Maria.
I don't think it's more celebrated. I just feel like it's talked about. We should be in a
Then why
space
do we-
where
So
we're not
Maria,
saying
if
that
you
it should be
Maria,
the
if you
norm,
came
but
out of
it's
the
not the
closet,
norm.
if you came
it
out
was
of the
once
closet,
shunned upon.
if you
Now
came
it's
out of the closet,
Yes,
Maria,
thank you.
would that be more popular
think-
than what you are now?
I'm sorry.
If you came out of the closet, would that be more popular than what you are now?
Me today, I don't think it would make a difference.
Yes, it
no,
would.
it would not.
Why-
You don't
why?
think that you would be more attractive knowing that you go both ways?
Well, in that case,
Like with me,
I
they
do-
don't
no,
care.
I'm just kidding. No,
They don't care if I
think
go
it
one
matters.
way. They don't care. But I'm
Look,
talking about you.
If it wasn't celebrated, we wouldn't have to find out that anybody that's a celebrity or someone that might have a name, when they decide to go ahead and say that they're coming out, it becomes a big issue.
Yeah.
So please, it is being celebrated. It's being celebrated more. Why can't we just, if everybody wants to be equal, why don't we just say everybody equal? You
I
can't-
agree. I
good.
think it probably shouldn't matter. It should just be everyone is who they want to be and to be
No, but
free
you-
to be
yeah,
who they want to
But
be.
you like that word,
Whether
don't you?
it's- I
like when
do,
you say,
to
you like
be
to say
free.
to be free.
Yes.
Who held them not to be free? Who said they couldn't be who they was if they didn't come out?
Because there's a lot of backlash around that. You know
Where?
that. What?
What's backlash if you're against it? What's the backlash if you're gay?
Yeah, there's a lot of people against it.
No.
Who?
Yeah, who?
What are you talking
I
about?
said
I'm
who?
just saying.
Lots
Alright.
of people.
Name one.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anybody in the last 20 years say anything bad about a gay person. Since I've been an adult.
That can't be possible.
Name one person who's gay
Yeah.
bashed in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I mean,
It's
no
still-
a lot of people are
personal
even
in my
scared to
group,
do
but
it.
you see it
Donald
online all the
They're-
time.
people are scared.
People are being murdered over it.
No, no.
Transgenders are being murdered.
come on.
People
Yeah, you-
absolutely
That's
are hating
That's
it.
the chat
You
room.
going-
Chat
you-
room is bashing
You going?
you all the
You're
time.
going.
That's
Yes,
That's
it
one-
happens, but
that's totally
you're
different.
going maybe one out of so many.
No,
When-
it's not one out of so
Again,
many.
like
It's
Nick
very
said,
common. People just
Maria,
aren't talking about it.
Let me say to you, Maria, you funny. You change up
I'm
your
being so
narrative in
serious.
the middle. You change your narrative because you just said it's not being celebrated, but we're saying it is being celebrated, and then you go and say, well, it's because people are being. I mean, which is it?
You did switch up.
No, I didn't. I don't.
I mean, you
don't-
switched up
I
like your
don't
new
call it
hairstyle.
being
That is a cute
celebrated.
hairstyle, by the way. I like your hairstyle and the color.
is
I
nice.
don't
That's
call
banging.
it being celebrated. So what you,
You just
feel
did because
celebrated
you keep
is
saying
not.
make people be free. You keep using that word to be who they are.
I
You're already
do
free.
agree that we can be free.
But why do we always have to?
It is
make
Black History Month.
Why do we have to make it an issue? No, I mean, not a celebrated issue. I have no problem. got
I just
cousins
said
that
I
gay.
agree with you. I feel like it should not be a big issue for someone to have to feel like they have to come out and say I'm gay. We should all just be on the same level. That's what I'm saying.
I got one for you.
I just don't feel like it's celebrated more. To me, I felt like that was like a negative comment.
You know who should be free?
What's the negative comment about?
Dave should be free to finish his news. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh,
What's
Dave,
next?
sorry, Dave.
Let's go into Mr. Miles Davis, Birth of Cool.
Oh
premieres.
yeah, man, I gotta see
February
that. That
25th.
documentary is gonna be off chain.
Says
What is
the
it?
It's a documentary.
Documentary
name
on
of it?
Miles Davis called
He
Birth
just called
of
it
Cool.
Birth of Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the documentary delves
Turn
into
up
the
your hearing
six-decade
Can't hear.
career of the musical genius with Quincy Jones, Carlos Santana, Clive Davis, Wayne Shorter, Marcus
Mitchell.
Miller,
Oh, did you say
Ron Carter,
Blue
and
Mitchell.
other luminaries, including Blue Mitchell, weighing in on the life and
What's that
career
word,
of the
luminary?
cultural luminaries.
What's that mean?
It means other
You owe him $10. That's what
people
that means.
way up here.
Okay.
You know, superstar icons.
So
Tho-
until I
tho-
get,
tho- those type of
until
people.
I become a luminary,
Yeah.
I ain't shit.
First, learn how to spell.
You first need to be illuminated, and then you become a luminary.
I don't like to be. My people been persecuted.
Let's see. Dives into the life and career of the cultural icon. Previously seen unfootage and a soundtrack of full of Davis's music are complemented by the new interviews, friends, fellow musicians, collaborations, and scholars to create a full portrait of this complex and very talented man.
No doubt about it.
Oh, Miles is the baddest.
Yo, man, let me tell you something.
I can't wait to see that one.
Hey,
Yeah, it was that Sunday.
Can we talk about this next week?
Which one?
Miles there?
No.
About what?
I'm looking at Miles Davis, who's a very handsome brother,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
dark skin.
Yeah.
Other night, I don't want to take off what you're doing. That's what
No
I'm saying.
Too late.
The other night,
Wait.
it was two sisters. One was Karma. When I mean Karma, like
Here
Karma
we go with the
Candy.
colorism.
She was good, and one was dark skin.
Okay.
Okay.
Dark skin girl was freaking
Fine.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And she had red lipstick on. That's what was a turn on for me.
Oh, okay.
So I went to her, I said, well, I was buying a beer and they both were sitting there. And I just said to her, I said, you ladies are very beautiful. I said, I said, I love dark-skinned women. She gave me a hug and said, oh, thank you. I love to hear that, Bob. She got mad. I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why she got upset. She said, why are we
There's
celebrate her being
there's
dark?
probably two reasons.
I just want to know. I don't
The
But
wanna-
first
again,
one
we'll go
was
into 'em next week.
both of y'all beautiful, but you
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know
was number one.
As
You
soon as- as
selected.
soon as you said
now
but,
you selected.
She would have been
You picked
fine
the
had you
favorite.
just left it
Yeah, you
at
selected.
you're beautiful.
You selected.
Why did it have to
Yeah.
be because of the
Because-
color of her
because-
skin?
Because I'm attracted. Thank you, Maria. I'm attracted to dark-skinned women. So I said,
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that.
All right, how about this?
But we don't talk about that now. We don't talk about. I'm sorry, Blue.
I'm gonna give you a quick
So
one.
we're gonna come back to that next week.
How you doing, young ladies? Y'all looking very wonderful tonight. Oh, hey, darling, how you doing?
This nigga
That
about to
lipstick
sing?
is killing. That lipstick is killing.
guess what?
Yeah.
You still did the same thing
I
he
did
did.
no,
Yeah,
I
I
did.
did.
No.
To the caramel girl, you did.
No, I
You
never
chose.
said no. I said y'all didn't. No,
It's okay to
chose.
choose.
I chose, but don't choose
It's
it
okay
on
to choose.
the platform he chose it on. Y'all good looking, but you.
What did I say wrong?
What?
though?
Yeah.
No,
what,
you didn't say nothing wrong.
what's
Well,
wrong with
you
that?
did.
Well, I tell you what.
You said you
know
like
what?
dark skinned women.
You know what?
So?
No, I
I
tell you
said
what. Let me
so
be
what's
honest
wrong
with you.
with that?
Let me
No.
be honest with you. Did you get the number?
I wasn't trying to. That's what
No,
I'm saying. I
I'm
wasn't trying-
asking you. Did you get the number?
No.
Then you did something wrong.
Good point, Blue.
That's the reality.
I
You
wasn't
didn't.
trying-
You
no, I
just
was
said it.
actually
You just
trying
said it just to be saying it, or was you trying to leave with something?
You want to hear the truth?
He
Yes,
was just
please.
complimenting him.
I was just complimenting.
Yeah.
We was at the Pan African Film
There's
Festival.
nothing
They
wrong
were
with
sitting
that.
there, and I was like, hey, and the vibe was good. And I said, hey, ladies, how you doing? You women are very beautiful. I said, girl, I love dark skinned women. You look very
That
beautiful.
was the.
And
that
you went
was-
and then
Can I ask a
coulda left
question?
that.
this is after you put the mint in your mouth.
Is anything wrong with having a preference, or
in
No,
America,
it's not
No,
wrong.
you just
It's
don't
not
have
wrong.
to say it in front of two
It's not
people
wrong.
who.
Then there
no,
must be something
who
wrong
look
then.
different.
why?
To make her feel like something's wrong with her because she's not dark skinned.
is that insecurity on
There's
her part?
already
But
an issue
if-
with women in different shades of color.
Okay, so what if
So
I'm
y'all got
what if
the
I'm
issue.
addressing 3 women, right? And I'm in Dana's situation. I prefer a browner skinned woman, right?
Right.
And I'm not so much concerned about hurting those other 2 women's feelings.
Right.
I'm more concerned about making sure she feels good.
Right.
Like, what's wrong with that?
There's
What's
nothing wrong with that.
There's
on
nothing
your
wrong
end.
with that. But then I started looking at it like this. You probably have to go at it in the understanding of what would you like to drink? Because if you asked all 3 of them, you got to buy all 3 of them, right? So let's just focus on what we want.
Listen, I'm rocking with Dan on this one.
Thank you, man.
Hey, I'm discriminating. I'm rocking with Dan
we
on
just
this.
focus
I
on
feel
what
like
we
that
Thank
is a
you, thank you,
typical
Nick.
man. That's why.
You know
A
damn
typical
well you
man.
can't go
Man
up to a
come-
table
No,
of
no,
3
no. I'm
and
going
buy one
to.
drink.
I'm going to buy all the drinks. I'm saying is, if you don't want to buy all the drinks,
You don't have to.
let's just focus.
Can you tell me? No, man, let's do it another time. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong. That's women's issue. I can see if I wanted to say, you ugly, you fine.
I'm not
I've
saying I'm
never
not saying
said
you
something
did
to a
anything
man
wrong.
about his skin color, or pointed out one.
No, because
the way
usually
the
he the
other
one trying to
looks
holler
over
at
the
you.
other.
Yeah, and I have heard women go, ooh boy, ooh I love your chocolates. What's wrong with that?
Impossible, nigga.
I didn't say people didn't do it.
Impossible.
Impossible.
I ain't say me, Nick.
Oh, my fault, Unc. I thought
Curly head
I-
motherfucker.
bad.
Stay behind the goddamn.
my fault,
Keep
bro.
your ass behind
My
the window,
bad.
motherfucker.
My
bad.
You're not getting out of hand, goddammit.
Dave, what's on the next agenda?
Let's
baby?
see. The Manhattan District Attorney set to review the Malcolm X murder case.
Why?
They're trying to because
Well, they say based
decide they're
on
gonna
new
open it up.
information. Who's reporting?
Oh, my
this?
bad. I'm
That's
sorry.
what I'm thinking.
My bad.
Based on new information uncovered in the 6-part series, the Innocence Project is taking up the cause of Muhammad Abu Aziz, then known as
You reporting it?
Norman 3 times Butler.
Yabba dabba do it.
Shut up, fool.
You need a new tongue? Here, take mine.
It is the news hour.
Yours is used and depleted.
Joke.
Damn, I can't stand none of you,
It's the
motherfuckers.
damn show dry.
I'm tired. I'm telling my mama.
Because everything else is drip,
Suck
drip.
it, Dash.
I don't talk like that.
Dave, I want to hear the news.
That's what I'm
please.
Oh,
thinking.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Let's see. Where was it?
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Let's see. It says,
Too much fun.
yeah.
Shit. This is Marie Maurice.
Who's always still maintains his innocence. Okay. This Norman Butler, he was arrested and convicted along with Mujahid Abdul Halim and Khalil Islam. And all 3 men were convicted in 1966 and sentenced to life in prison. Islam also maintained his innocence but died in 2009. The Innocence Project is working alongside the civil rights attorney David Shanies and the Conviction Integrity Program of the the New York New York County District Attorney's Office to reinvestigate Aziz's conviction.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting.
I got a problem with it.
Has anyone
Why is
started
that?
watching it yet?
Why? I think they should open it up, but why are they making it serious?
To get you to watch it.
But why? That's
I think the person
Because
did the
people are
series to bring
visual.
attention
Well,
to
here,
it,
here-
right?
People are
well, here's,
visual.
here's the thing. When was
Okay, I'm just asking.
no, but
People are
no.
visual.
How long ago was Malcolm killed?
1960.
That's a lot of evidence to review.
That is a lot of.
But why are
That
they,
disappeared.
Why are they having a series? Why are they showing it on television?
Because it makes
It's
money.
like a documentary.
Because it makes money.
Okay.
And for those who don't know about what the man really stood for or what really happened, I think it's a good informational piece.
Okay.
So I don't see anything wrong with
Have
it.
you seen all
And
of it?
for
Huh?
Have you
for
seen all
our
of it?
No,
for our children's generation now, look, when we were in school, the information we got was bleak.
Yep.
It was bleak. We knew more about George Washington.
All we got was George
Lincoln,
Washington Carver,
Jefferson. Then we even knew about our own
Martin.
people. So at any point in time,
Off the Tea Party.
Huh?
That we can deliver information.
No, I'm talking about that was actually for us.
Oh, Black History Month.
We got Malcolm. I mean, we got some of Malcolm. We got Martin. And we got George Washington Carver.
And we got,
the same story over and over again.
The only reason why we celebrate Thanksgiving because people love turkey and dressing.
That's it.
People love to eat.
Okay.
Any excuse to get
to be honest with you, is because it was a mass murder. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, I'm just trying. I don't know if you agree or not agree.
And to wrap things up, we just want to send our condolences to all those related to Jeanette Dwyane.
Oh, man.
Walona
just
from,
looking out of the window, watching the afros grow, thinking how it all looks and down.
Good times.
Hey.
Good times.
What's that part that everybody always gets mixed up with?
That's what I said.
Temporary layoffs.
Good time. Easy credit rip off.
Good time.
Scratching and surviving. She don't know the song.
I don't know those words. I don't.
Hanging in a child line.
Is that what it is?
Hanging in a child
You don't know
line.
that line?
No,
And the
but
reason
nobody
why,
knew that line.
You don't know that line?
But the
You
reason
don't know
why,
the song.
the reason why,
black and white.
Only
the
the
reason why
chorus.
we had a problem with it is because out here on the West Coast, we didn't know what the fuck a child line was. That was some Midwest and East Coast.
Child line?
Yeah.
You ain't had no child line?
really
like that?
I mean, we didn't call it a child line.
What y'all
What's
call
a
it?
child
Homelessness?
line?
We call it a food stamp line.
Oh.
That's where you get when you got that government
It's
cheese
called
that
a
lasted you
child
for.
line?
we
Child
lucky we
line.
got.
Child.
Hey, but
Child.
you know the funny thing about Good Times for how many years it's been on TV? Every time that song came on and we were singing, anybody that was watching it would go to this, when they get to that part, they go, everybody was,
Nobody knew the words.
Nobody knew the words.
Nope. And the show was only on for 6 seasons. And as much
No,
as
but
we
back
reruns
then,
was
6
on longer than
seasons
that.
was a real 6
The
seasons, like
reruns
6
was
years,
on
right?
well, no,
longer
but
than
the
that.
reruns were on forever.
Yeah.
That's why we always thought the
But
shows
that
ran
was a real
longer.
6 seasons. She's right.
Yeah.
It was a real 6 seasons.
Yeah.
6 seasons now is 10
2
episodes.
years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2 years. 2 seasons.
10 episodes, 10 and 10 is 60 episodes.
They found a way not to let you get residuals.
Mm.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
We're going to get you right to near 100. You can go, you know what, man, we got to pull the plug on the show.
Oh, my God.
So I have a question. Was she one of your childhood crushes when you were growing up?
Walona?
One of? No? You didn't like
Penny.
her?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Penny.
Penny.
And,
Oh, Penny.
And the sister.
Thelma.
Thelma was the finest thing God put breath in.
And she's still fine.
Still fine. 61.
was.
Hold up.
She was the finest
You-
thing
you
God
Shout out to
discriminating.
Bernadette Stannis.
You're discriminating.
I didn't say she was
You
the
said
darkest.
she was the
I didn't say
finest.
she was the lightest.
You said she
I
was the
said she was
finest
the
thing that
finest
God
God
ever
ever
put in.
put breath in.
There's other women that was in the world at that time.
Oh.
Let me tell you
Am I
something.
right, Nick?
But that's his preference.
She was lighter than me.
No. There's no preferences around here. It's discrimination.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just
I liked her
agreeing
Daisy
with Maria
Dukes.
Maria.
She was the original Daisy Dukes.
She was fine, though.
Oh, my God.
Daisy Dukes was fine, though. You got to give it that.
Yeah. She
Everybody watched that show. And we had no problem with the Confederate flag.
Show didn't. But that's because we didn't learn that.
So it's like, yeah, but you know what, though? Dave, that's such a great point. Just think if we just stop worrying about some of the things that really don't matter after a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying slavery and all that doesn't matter. What I'm saying is we watched that show for Boss Hogg, Daisy Dukes,
Thank you, Kanye.
and the car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right.
And guess what?
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was just.
Now you put a
it was
show on, you got to
entertainment.
make sure that it's no tires are too black because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Gosh.
But let me ask you a question. As a
sir.
comedian,
Yes, sir.
do you feel that the world is entirely too sensitive?
Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
there are
The world's
because,
got cotton ball feelings.
because there are certain things that you
Cottonball.
cannot do.
For real.
Now, a movie, anything Mel Brooks made,
Oh my God.
he would be the most non-workingest director in the world right now because he could never make History of the World Part 1, Part 2.
Norman Lear would be on TV with
no.
families with Archie Bunker
No, exactly.
because
All in the Family.
all the family they said nigga on the show before.
Yep.
People laughed and they kept it pushing.
Mhm.
Here's the problem. We gave in. Simple as that.
Gave into what?
We gave into these people that
What people
so-called
think.
everybody's feelings was hurt. We gave in. They should have been like, man, life is real. That's why our kids are
I'm going to be honest with you. If we were this soft back in the day,
Oh,
there
we-
wouldn't be no racism. There probably wouldn't have been no slavery.
Nope.
If we were this worried about what people think. Because they weren't worried about what people thought about us. If they were that worried, then
Do you know they're talking about? Did you hear what they're doing? This Peter wants to do.
Oh yeah, stop
Peter
calling
who?
your animals pets.
Yeah, don't call your Peter. You know who Peter?
Oh, PETA. I'm sorry. I thought you
thought you
said
said
Peter.
Peter.
I mean,
she
I
thought
know-
you meant
Who's
Peter, Peter,
Peter?
Pumpkin.
I know I talk with a list, but
Peter,
one
Peter,
person
Pumpkin.
understood me up in this motherfucker today.
That's what she thought.
damn.
Peter, Pumpkin.
I don't think she be paying attention. Sometimes.
No, she paying
I
attention.
said I thought you. No, if I wasn't paying
Why we
attention,
talking
I
about
wouldn't have heard
school?
Peter.
No.
Oh, she thought Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, she thought about penis.
No.
Oh my God. I said Peter.
Think about it though. But think about it though.
What y'all want with
They're
that Peter?
talking about don't call the dog
Can't.
a pet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's that sensitivity stuff. It's getting out of
No,
hand.
that ain't sensitivity. That's great.
Well, we don't have to
That's
ride with
flat out
that.
nuts.
No, but we're
That's
giving
crazy.
we're giving people voices that should
Can
have
somebody
voices.
explain to me the difference between that and the conversation we had earlier?
What are you talking about?
Oh, as far as the child.
We're going back to the
Yeah,
I'm just
transgender
trying-
conversation.
I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
trying to
he-
figure
and
out
that's-
where's
that's
the
real.
line.
Where's the line?
Because that was my point earlier, is that we're going to get to a point where we're going to accept everything. When somebody says, well, this is not my dog, this is my lover.
Yeah.
And now my lover needs to sit at this table with us
Yeah.
at this fancy, and you can't say anything
that
because
is
that's my
so
lover, though.
crazy and is
No.
You know what?
Why
It
is that
ain't crazy.
crazy?
Compare
But you know, it's
Take
really
the
not that
lover
far
out.
You
off.
got to respect their
It's
feelings.
not that far
Take
off.
the lover out and put
Oh my
in
God.
my
I'm not putting
emotional.
nothing in. That's
No,
nasty.
hear me
My
out.
emotional
Maria,
support.
Maria.
animal.
Yeah.
Dawson.
That's what I'm saying. Take
There
the
you
lover
go.
out and put it in my emotional
Support.
Support animal. And there's no such thing.
Do you know now? Before, when they used to have Starbucks, you used to have the service thing on your dog for you to be able to bring your dog in there. Now you don't have to have that. You can just walk your dog in, and they cannot ask you why do you have your dog.
I
in
saw a
there?
dog ordering a caramel latte the other day.
well, that's not everywhere. Some places you can't take your dog.
Where? Name one.
There's restaurants they don't allow dogs.
Think of what you just said. How bad that is.
They could
There's
put-
restaurants that.
Mastro-
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think of where
Probably-
I'm at, but
probably
I'm
Chinese
sure there are
restaurants.
rules
Yeah,
that
oh,
places
oh,
don't
that's
allow
terrible.
dogs.
Hey,
And
Whoa.
it's very common out here in LA.
You're gonna need extra sauce for that one.
I told my dog, yo, where we going? We going out to China Link? No, I stay home. I stay home today.
Dog
Yes, you do. Come
dog
on,
be
man.
sitting there, come on, man, let's go.
Nah, I saw Peter go in there last week.
Yeah.
Never came out.
Never seen him again.
That's horrible.
Hey, it's the truth.
Eric Doug said, "Do y'all not watch Family Guy, South Park, and Boondocks?"
I would love it. But what's the problem?
Well,
Regarding
what's the
what?
problem?
What, as far
What's
as
the problem, Eric Doug?
As far as the
We must be
sensitivity
talking
thing?
about the
Yeah,
sensitivity
see,
with the
but
shows.
that's the problem. Think what you. Every
Oh,
show
ain't no
you just-
sensitivity
Yeah.
in those
No,
shows.
think what you just said though, which is a great point. Every show you mentioned, an animation,
Yeah.
so they don't look at that as reality.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that's a really good point, actually.
Thank you. I've done well today.
That almost is like it makes it okay.
He has a
because
double
it's
master
animated.
in animation. You know that, right? Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
I do.
That's how you caught that.
No.
The degree is for.
I have to let people know
2
that
degrees.
because sometimes when I see y'all in the chat room, y'all say I'm stupid, and Maria make me feel like it sometimes. My
Stop.
feelings be hurt. So I
I
gotta
do
let you
not.
know. I'm educated,
He
goddamn.
just letting you know. He'll
I
spit
took
on
the-
you with his education.
I took the GMATs.
Oh.
The
Oh,
what?
you don't know about that? Oh, you don't know about that
Oh,
shit,
okay,
huh?
but did you pass, motherfucker?
You got in the grad school, motherfucker.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I was a graduate assistant, which means I taught for 2 quarters.
Okay.
A whole 2 quarters.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
that's all I needed to, motherfucker. What you want me to do? Done 10 years? Fuck you, Jay. All of a sudden, now, son, you want me to do a whole year because you didn't go to college.
Hey,
This a bitch.
I drove by that bitch.
How you
son.
know Dave didn't go to college?
Huh?
He went to security college.
I saw a nigga drive by. Other day, you coming in, he's like, nah, nigga, just looking.
Exactly. Just shopping, not buying a
Shopping.
goddamn thing.
Just shopping.
I was buying a
Not
sweatshirt.
buying
I like the team.
anything.
That's right.
Remember that song? That was a bad song.
Yeah. no
Do you
doubt.
know who sang it?
Not the Delphonics.
Didn't get a degree
Wasn't
in
them
that,
either.
did you?
Sing it again.
Didn't get a degree in music, did you?
No, but that's how
Sing it again.
Just shopping, not buying anything.
Oh, he's
No, I
actually
don't
in
know
the
that one.
in the
He was
melody.
actually in
had
the key.
the
Yeah,
melody.
he actually held the key.
Yes.
Oh, y'all ain't know I can sing. I got talent, man.
No.
I just ain't got a loose tongue.
You got to tell me.
Blue, we gonna get it. No, Blue, we gonna get in there and sing. Blue, we gonna get in there and
Might be a
sing.
problem.
Who?
You got to tell me you got talent.
Ain't that a bitch?
Danny, you gonna get where?
Me and Blue gonna go in the booth and sing.
For what?
I'm gonna sing the hook. He
You
gonna
know
do
what?
the hook.
I want to thank Dave for killing our dreams.
It ain't my fault you only had 2, motherfucker.
I want to thank Dave
I thank you,
for
Dave.
killing our dreams.
Killing all
It
dreams.
ain't my fault you only had 2 damn dreams.
So, Big Dave, is that all the news,
Yeah,
baby?
we
yes,
trying
sir.
to hear
That's
you
all
talk,
the news.
motherfucker.
All right,
Whatever.
so you know what? We didn't get to this. So Puerto Rico, I was just in Puerto Rico. I know y'all don't go nowhere, ain't never seen nothing, ain't never done nothing. But I was just in Puerto Rico.
I was in Puerto Rico.
And they still didn't
Why we
have
gotta be the
any-
ones never been nowhere, never seen nothing?
Man, why you keep saying stuff, man? You
My
tricking
bad.
her off. Huh?
I'm sorry, Marie.
No, she is sensitive.
I'm sorry, Marie. I'm sorry, Marie. But I ain't never heard about no bus going to Puerto Rico. But come on.
Wow.
So, no, I'm just messing with you.
Damn.
She got a passport. Yes, she does.
I do.
Yes, she did. It came with the Barbie. Barbie passport. So, no.
Man.
But anyway, I was in Puerto
Blue
Rico.
is
And
on it
On
tonight.
fire tonight.
I was in Puerto Rico. It was 2 years that went by and there was still no power. Now Congress, since the tornado, earthquake, Congress just gave up $20 billion of aid. But Trump is trying to stop it.
Of course, and we still got shit sitting over there in the warehouses that ain't nobody touched.
Yeah.
That
I'm
people,
not-
people are just finding
Right.
things.
I'm not agreeing with Trump, but you can't keep sending people things and then you finding water, you finding things that these people needed.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that Trump is treating them like they're not U.S. citizens.
No, I understand. No, he didn't at first. Didn't he send them
But
over
he
there?
did. Wait, first of all,
He's always treated Puerto Rico like it's
First of
way
all-
over there.
first of all,
It
It's
is
part of the
kinda way-
U.S.
it is
Yeah, but it's
kinda
part of the
way-
U.S. though.
Puerto
I mean-
Rico didn't vote for him. He didn't win to Puerto Rico.
So?
Well, if you didn't vote for me, you'd have.
Yeah.
Hey,
See,
you want
now
some water?
you
And
there
not
you go with
today.
that bullshit. There you go with that
cannot
bullshit.
You want
be
some
president
cake?
and
Now,
take
now,
that.
now you going there with
Yeah. Oh, you want a bed, but you
Yeah.
can't vote?
Oh, yeah.
not today.
You didn't,
today.
you didn't vote for me?
Oh, not
let me
today.
tell you something. Hey, oh my God.
Oh.
I can't be mad at him.
Excuse me, Mr.
I
President.
know he's the president of all people.
Yeah.
But them people didn't vote for him.
Excuse me, Mr. President. Mr. President, we don't have electricity.
I'm
Mr.
just being
President.
honest with you. That's the
Yo,
reason why he chose it that
sensitive
way.
ass.
Hey, Mr. President, we don't have electricity. Well, you better wait till the sun comes up, goddammit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's not gonna
You'll
anything
see
I feel
clear.
like you were waiting until that joke too.
I was at home.
Sun to come out.
I was practicing. Give me some. Give me a high
Tell.
five. 'Cause I was.
I can tell you
Hey,
were.
Let's move out the way before I got
Hey,
slapped.
you know how women double jump? I was like this. Wait for it.
Never let it be said,
Ooh, here we
patience is
go.
not a virtue.
Patience is a virtue. I waited.
I got one for you.
What was that?
Jackson State University president
Yeah.
had to resign.
Oh God, are we back on this?
Hey, we didn't even say nothing about him out
I
there
know where
stripping.
we're going.
Maria,
I
We
know
was
where we
down
were
there, went
going.
down there with them
Sex.
hoes. He
She
got
doesn't-
caught.
she doesn't
He
like
got
it.
caught in the prostitution ring.
Wow.
Sure did.
Now, the cold part about it is, it's not, well, your career. You've been building your career to get to this point, and
Right.
then it's all taken away
Mm-hmm.
because you wanted to pump, get it, let me see some guns. I want to rock, I want to rock, I want to rock, I want to rock.
So bad.
Dookie Brown.
Doodle Brown!
Dookie Brown.
Dookie Brown!
Dookie Brown.
My bad.
I'm sorry. We regress.
Now, my man is married. My man is a...
He was married.
Hey,
First of all, you can't
a
get
strong woman gonna stand by you.
Can I say this?
You know
to
what I'm
No,
saying?
what?
Hey, Blue.
Yeah, because she gonna... a strong woman is gonna stand by you.
Blue.
Through
She
this?
knew, she knew
Wait a minute,
who you
through
was
this?
when you came to the
Blue.
dance floor.
Blue, have you ever been to Mississippi?
She probably drove him to a strip
Have you ever
joint.
been to Mississippi?
Have I ever been to Mississippi? Yes, I've been to Mississippi.
Have you seen some of those booties in Mississippi?
Oh, my
Oh my
God.
God.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Do the Brown.
How we go from strip club to prostitution ring? Two
Because
different things. Two different.
You don't think they work? You know, none of them used to be strippers, and they just
I
wanted more
mean,
money.
you can go to a strip club and
I was
and
reading
be a
their
Wait a
resume.
minute, you know what
That's
happened
how we
last
got
week?
there. I was reading their resume.
Stop. You remember what happened last week?
I should have
About
mentioned
the
the
strip club
McDonald's.
thing. If you're sitting down and dancing, it's okay. That doesn't mean you're a stripper. That's what she said. Something like that. I don't know.
What? Ho. The word was ho.
Why you calling us hoes?
Everybody all of a sudden said that a female's a hoe because they strip.
Oh.
Remember,
okay.
that was the
Thought you was
conversation
calling me a
last
hoe.
week.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Stripping is normal. I apologize.
Okay, he was caught in a prostitution ring. It was a big sting, and because he's a political person, his family and is just in the public eye.
Wow.
It was really embarrassing, so he had to resign. Damn. Do you feel like
So
he should have
being
resigned?
president of the university is political.
Oh,
I
he
don't
didn't-
think it makes
no,
it
there
right
was
or wrong.
There
He
was
does
other
some
things
other
that
stuff?
he. No, there was other things that he would. When you're the president of a college,
It's
you. I mean,
political?
you.
Did you go to college?
They ask you.
No.
They ask you to give your
That's
opinion
not
on
your
everything.
question. It is. You can't. Two things they don't mix: politics and education. because you'll always hear that politics doesn't mix. So anytime you're in an educational position,
I thought it was church and state.
No.
I never heard education and politics. Though.
Sorry that Blue only thinks about food because it's near that dinner time.
Yeah, I don't even know where that.
I didn't say steak. I said state.
No. Politics and education never mixes. And once you become a leader of like the college, especially a president, you're in politics because you have to meet with the leaders of the community.
Okay.
People are asking for your
Got it.
opinion in every way.
So,
I got it.
So that's why it became political for him as well.
Okay.
And I do believe he should have resigned.
Now, I'll tell you what. Now, that was a brother. But over at Franklin College, the president was arrested also, but he was arrested for sex crimes. They found a whole bunch of... Ooh, oh my God!
Buns on your
Hey,
mind.
Nick.
I got the D green.
Nick.
I got the D green.
Nick, could you go in the
green.
could you go in the refrigerator and get that cold tongue for me, please? And
They found a lot of child pornography on his
oh no, now he need to go to prison.
laptop.
That's a whole nother.
He need to go to prison. The president of Jackson State just need to resign because those girls were probably all above age. But when you got child pornography, you need to go to jail. Simple as that. That's my beliefs. I could be wrong.
No,
I agree with that.
no, you're right. You're right. You got a problem with that? The dude can just watch what he want to watch on his computer.
No,
Okay,
no.
I'm
I
just
was
asking.
still on the.
I mean,
first
you had to
one.
look
We
at it in your
skipped the
face.
first person.
What's
I
the
was
first
talking
person?
about the prostitution.
No, we just
ring.
skipped that. We talked about Jackson. We
No,
talked
we're
about
back
him.
on the other one.
It was that the other guy was I had to bring him up because that he was such a big thing in the news. So I figured Franklin was this very small part of the news, but my man now he's the president. My other man is he's Jackson State
But
University.
this is they both presidents.
Well, I guess they both presidents.
So what do you feel?
But his was all over the news,
Was you-
and my man was barely in the news.
What you about to say though?
So the one that was all over the news was the
Brother.
one with the child
No.
pornography on his.
No,
I mean, the one who wasn't all
Prostitute.
over the news was the one with the
Yeah, he
child
was
pornography,
the one that
which
wasn't- I had
that's
to
always
look
the
for
way it
him.
is.
I had to look
Yeah.
for him.
Those are the ones that are never really on
So what do
TV.
you feel about it though? 'Cause you was about to say something about the first guy. What was you about to say? You said you thought we still on it. So
Oh, you thought no that we didn't think it was any holes or any strippers or anything down there. I mean that we just say that to get
Blue,
you riled up.
Blue, to be honest with you, Blue.
go ahead.
I'm very offended when you say hoes and strippers.
Oh, my bad.
I don't like that put together.
Okay, my bad.
She's either gonna be a hoe or a stripper.
Okay,
I don't want them put together anymore. And
that's
I want
true.
you to understand.
You're
that.
right.
'Cause when
'Cause
I'm
you don't
going
have to be a
Till
stripper.
next week.
You don't have to be a hoe to be a stripper.
there
You don't have to be a stripper to be
when
a
I'm
hoe.
getting in there in the lap dance, I don't want to look at her and say you a hoe. I want to feel like I'm the only one getting this goddamn dance tonight. Hoes give it out to everybody.
He say he don't want them put together unless it's a 2-for-1 special.
Hey, let me be honest with you. I believe that strippers are and prostitutes are bankers
Okay.
because they're taking my money.
This nigga here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen,
That
we'll be
is
here
the-
all week. All week, I'll be back here Thursday at 6:30.
Remember to tip your servers.
Opening up for the Simpsons. This nigga here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
So
been
I
a
didn't
pleasure.
find it.
Oh, you didn't find it funny?
No.
Oh, don't worry about it. I only need two.
I
I only need two.
didn't.
I only need two. And it was 2 out of 3. I think I did all right.
You did all right, Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just
She is
witnessed
a hater, man.
another
tonight, man.
Thursday at 6:30. Out of the blue. My name is Blue Mitchell. We got Maria, who don't like our jokes. The master of comedy, D Green.
D Green.
And giving you black news, the Black Report. Big Dave.
Big Dave.
And always
Always.
behind the booth, making sure we sound like something that you can understand.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Abdullah
our dog, Nick.
Muhammad Nick.
Once again, you'll see us again. You'll hear us again. Next Thursday.
They crack themselves up.
Next Thursday. Out of the blue. And don't forget, we got a couple of things on the dance floor. Don't forget about the cruise.
Yes.
The Speedy Cruise is off the chain. It's going to be the weekend of my birthday. Well, my birthday is August 5th. It's still the weekend of my birthday. It's the
Just gotta make it about you. Don't you?
first. And let me tell you something.
Just can't talk about the
blue
goddamn
pajama
cruise.
jam is about me. You got to wear blue to be in my pajama
Your
jam.
balls gonna be hanging
Hey, it's going to be cracking.
and titties gonna be swinging.
That goes against
It's
all
gonna be
your
tragic.
that
Yes,
goes against
indeed.
all your childhood principles.
Hey.
My question is,
Yeah, I said it.
Maria, are you going to have on some pajamas? Because something tells me if you wear some silk pajamas, I'm going to jail that night.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
I guess
hey,
we'll see.
Hey, the great thing about it is you ain't got to build up no case to put him in jail because
No,
it's
no.
right here already.
He already said I'm guilty.
He already said he guilty.
I can't stand
Right
none
here.
of you niggas.
Look,
man.
I'm trying to tell you.
You damn niggas are always getting me in trouble. You should have stopped me, Dave. You knew where the fuck I was going
Hey.
with that comment.
All your attorney has to say
Like
is
we
play
said
the tape.
before, you
Play
get
the
to a
tape.
certain age, you can make decisions.
Oh, well, what age is that? It ain't 12.
And then also
Hey,
this,
and apparently it ain't 53 either. So
God damn it, I ain't telling people. Hey, she thought I was 40. God damn it, I'm done.
and then also this week, get my new single.
Oh, really?
Can I Work Out With You? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you,
I'ma learn that
it's one
song.
of the best.
How it go? Sing a
Ones
little bit.
I've
Can you
done.
sing a little bit for us?
Huh?
Can I
Don't worry about it. They'll hear that when we go off.
Can I work out with you?
No,
Oh, that was
no.
no audition.
No.
Can I
You-
work out with you?
No. It's Can I Work Out With You?
Can I work out with you?
Oh, he can hear.
look at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
Yeah,
this
Nick,
is
you know it.
Can
Nick.
I Work Out With You? You can get it where all music is streamed and sold.
Yes.
My name is Blue Mitchell, Maria D. Green, and Big Dave.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick in the back, making it happen. See you next week, 6:30.
Every night and day, can I work out with you,
Did
baby?
they write this?
Can I work out with you, darling? I like to do push-ups, pull-ups, or anything physical other than you, baby. I can get my muscles pumped up, oh, my muscles pumped up with you, baby. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. Can I work out with you? Can I work out with you? That's all I wanna do. I don't wanna sweat at all unless it's you and me getting it on. And we can physically fit together. Can we sweat from the morning to the evening time and then come back and do a rewind? Oh, can I work out with you, babe? I can get my muscles pumped